Today's episode is sponsored by Pacifico Cerveza. Thank you.
CMB Pod. Episode 2.5 dropped. Or
Part
it didn't
two.
drop. It didn't drop.
Hasn't dropped yet? Well, by the time this is out,
That's why I said. But yeah, because the first one we've had on, the only one that we have on right now is the first one where we like piloted it, right? We were just told jokes.
Yeah,
And then-
because we
Was
fucked
that-
up the other
The
ones.
second one was a little fucked up, like I said. We said that. It was like bumpy little road. But we're back. We got Cervezas. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah,
Jess.
Cervezas.
Jess.
Cerveza.
For the boys.
Oh yeah, watch Daniel, y'all. It's crazy.
Una.
Dos.
That's Josh.
And I'll do the other one with your teeth.
That's gonna hurt.
You've done it before.
I have a lighter. I know, but
I've seen him do it
I've seen this
before.
man Daniel.
But that's what
I've
I'm
seen him
drunk.
mess up
It,
before,
it
too.
doesn't hurt when you're drunk.
You got one of them big knives at Edwards one day, and you smacked the shit out the bottle on the tip of the bottle.
And it popped
broke.
off?
Yeah, but no, you like shattered that.
Oh,
But I think you still drank out of it.
probably.
That was
Dumbass.
a cool day. Little cookout.
Cheers, boys. That's crazy. You just took a sip.
No, I didn't.
He just did.
He faked.
He violated.
We violent.
He violating already.
Pacifico. I fuck with
Too
Pacifico.
Pacifico.
This was
They
a-
taste good. I've never
with
had
a
this
lime,
before.
like this on.
They're light.
Yeah.
They're pretty good.
It's
in
like
light.
Corona for real.
Yeah.
Well, they are like.
This Corona
The
wannabe.
first time I had one was
I
at.
think they're
like,
made by the same by the Mandela Company.
I was at the beach and I got this on draft with a lime in it, and that shit was OD.
It's like wholesale Corona.
Like shit.
The shit they sell at Aldi's. Have y'all been to Aldi's before?
Yeah, I've
Like
been
the
to Aldi's.
grocery-
When I was living in Towson, I went to Aldi's.
All these.
I went to Aldi's.
fads.
I didn't know what the fuck they sold.
Aldi's
Everything was like
is-
off brand.
Aldi's Nah, yeah, but it's cheap as shit.
Yeah, but it's all
you
like.
also gotta buy the shopping cart. Like
Fuck.
you have to pay 25 cents for a shopping
Oh
cart.
yeah, fuck Aldi's.
I
They
know.
never called
Oh,
me
so
back.
that yeah,
It's
never
one of those
mind.
joints. But apparently
you
you can
apply to
fix this.
all.
I applied to Aldi's. They never called me back. Fuck them.
Oh, to work there?
I think you could be
Yeah.
like.
I think I may have.
I've never
no,
seen a fat
LJ.
person working at all these. They're like skinny white bitches.
Well, he's working on it. He's
Yeah,
turning white
I'm
soon.
trying to turn white. And
That's probably why there's a
so-
weight limit on it.
Popping the perkies.
The Yerks. Javi off the Yerk. Javi was off of Yerk this weekend, bro.
I was not off of here. Talk about the weekend though. How was y'all weekend, man? What y'all do?
I don't do shit on the weekend.
Yeah, what do you do? Bro? I actually, we need to start going out more so we can have more
I don't
drunk
go
stories
out.
to tell on
I
this.
just don't be going out no more like that.
You should have, bro.
Too many.
So-
I have enough stories.
What are we talking about? The hike? Or
Oh, well, me and Javi had an eventful
Y'all were
weekend.
somewhere on Saturday because I texted you in the morning.
So on Saturday we microdosed and went to Great Falls,
What, shrooms?
the park, yeah, and went to Great Falls and did like the hike. First of all, this man Javi was gonna go with someone, and the person ended up not being able to.
Yeah.
So
Great Falls in Virginia, but what is it? It's like a waterfall.
well, it's
type
Maryland and Virginia. There's two parts.
Okay,
Like,
I thought it was in Virginia. I know where
It's
it's,
not-
at, basically.
it's like it's not like a waterfall. Like,
What
it's
is
it's
it?
rapids, but like the water does fall in some places.
Okay. You have
But
to
it's-
pay to go to the.
Nah, it's
The
a,
Virginia side you pay. The
yeah,
Maryland
Virginia
side
side
you
you
don't.
pay.
Alright.
But it's cool shit, and so this man Javi hits us up like, yo, like y'all need to decide within the next 30 minutes if y'all are going or not, because I'm going to do the Billy Goat Trail at Great Falls on the Maryland side. So me and Drew decide like 20 minutes later, all right, bet, fuck it, let's just go. There's nothing to do. It was like 10 o'clock at that time.
In the morning?
Yeah.
Alright.
So we
yeah,
link.
at night that'd be fun.
Yeah, no, what the hell?
Going
So-
through the woods.
So we link up. We link up and we take the shrooms like on the way there. Like maybe like while we're like 30 minutes away. So in my head I was like, they're gonna start kicking in soon. You know what I mean?
How much did you take, man? Because microdosing to me is a little bit.
It was probably like a 0.5 or 0.6.
Everybody
Okay.
took by like 0.5, 0.6.
So you
Actually,
should
no,
feel-
no.
you
We
should feel a
took.
little.
We all
me-
took a 0.5, and then me and Javi split like the rest of the bag.
So yeah, no,
maybe, like, a
I was
0.7.
actually I took like 0.8 because I took like a
You
big
took more
hit.
than me, yeah.
I took a lot. And I was actually tripping. Like
Yeah. In what way? Like, in a good way, I guess?
Wait, let me.
okay.
You need to lead
So-
up to the story
Yeah, my
because
bad.
he blew me, bro. He was blowing me.
So what happened?
So we decided to go. And we're like, all right, bet. We get there, and Javi's like, all right, bet. We're talking on the shit. We're like, yo, Javi, you been here? He's like, nah, but like, let's do the trail. Like, and we're like, okay, like we gotta walk all the way up to the falls, and then right there is the entrance to the trail, and you walk your way back through like the actual trail. So we get there, we do all that shit. Halfway up to the trail, I decided I was like, yo, let's spark a J. Like there was like a little spot we could cut off. We could spark a J. Literally as we're walking to the spot, this shit is not like it started kicking in. So I was like perfect timing. Like it was the perfect time to hit a J. Yeah. So
guess.
the shit starts kicking in. We're like,
I mean, like,
I think it's the perfect time. We start
you
geeking
don't
and
even be
shit.
feeling it, I feel like.
I fucking spot a deer like half a mile
You can
away.
see that shit.
It was crazy.
The one time I did shrooms back in the day, we went in the woods and I could see everything.
Yeah, bro, you literally see everything.
Yeah.
It was weird.
We
It
got
was this
HD.
weird ass part. So we're literally smoking the J off the shrooms, and we notice that everything is green around us, but there's these 3 plants sticking out that are dead plants from the stalk, but their flowers are like alive. And then we start
What
getting
kind
the
of flowers?
they were
They're
like some,
yellow.
they were like sunflowers
There's-
kind of, but
so,
not
like all the
necessarily.
sunflowers are alive around the shit, but there's 3 dead flowers. Like
Yeah.
because we like going through like
But imagine
so
you're tripping, you're
it's
like,
like-
wait, what the fuck?
we go
happened
into like
here?
the cut, and then it's like it's literally like a video game. Like you're walking through like a little trail, and then it's like a little circle.
Yeah.
There's something in the middle of the circle. I don't know what the fuck it is, like a wheel or some shit. It's like
Okay.
it's just like a wheel, but then there's sunflowers surrounding that circle, and we're just surrounded by these sunflowers. But right in the middle, there's 3 dead flowers.
Yeah.
But it was so weird because the stalk, like everything is dead about it, up until the flower. The flower was
This
blooming.
is a natural thing. What do you mean there was a wheel? So it was a thing that someone.
It was
Alright.
some like old like
It's like an
old
old
school-
path. It's like a locked
I
up.
get
It looks
that.
like a wheel bearing that they used to use to. Because have you ever been to Great Falls?
There's like
No.
a bridge.
There's
that,
like bridges and locks to like help separate the water for flooding. So it was one of those things that you spin and the thing will come up. That's basically what it was. But it was like abandoned or something like that, off like this side
And the
trail.
flowers were just around it.
yeah.
And it's just straight up green grass and like flowers here, flowers there, all around it.
Okay.
And there's these 3 dead stalks
Yeah,
sitting
okay,
straight
I
up,
get
right?
it, I get
So it
it.
was weird, and that was like at the point where we started tripping. And then like I was like, okay,
That's
fuck.
when it kicked in for
We
me.
started geeking. It's not like we were tripping about it. Like we were geeking, making up stories. Like well, I don't know, like some demon possessed one of y'all. We were just like on some dumb shit, right? We get to the trail, and this motherfucker Javi gets 2 minutes on the trail. It's like a 2-hour way back
Yeah.
through the trail.
Yeah.
2
That's
minutes
crazy.
into this shit,
That's crazy.
Javi sits down, and bro, the Billy Goat Trail is. Think about it, like it's like what Billy Goats walk on. You're walking on the side of like a cliff. You're climbing up shardy
Nah,
rocks and
so-
shit. It's crazy.
He's telling it like this is some regular ass trail. I looked the shit up online.
It's not a
right?
no. It's
So
one of the
look,
hardest.
there's-
It's the hardest trail in Maryland.
There's 3 trails. They want to go on the hard one, which is like the A trail, which is like the OC
It's
joint.
hard because of what? Like up incline.
Nah, because it's
Like-
not. It's not really a trail. It's just.
Let
you're
me
just-
show you a picture.
You're just going on rocks, like
Let me
straight
show
up
you a
rocks.
picture.
Like
by water.
yeah, like you could. No. It's like you're on a hill. Like you
You're on a
could-
cliff.
You're on a
You're on a
cliff.
cliff.
You're on a cliff, and it's like
Oh, I want to see it.
All right, so look at this picture. This is at the beach. This is at the beach. You're bottom by the water. Up, you're climbing on this,
on that. Like
On that up
we
there.
had to go down to that.
and like shit like that. Like you see all those rocks.
Hold up. You're on top.
You're
on top of
that,
Grasses, and
climbing-
You're walking your way down. To
No,
Yeah,
no, no,
no.
You're walking the whole way. Imagine this is like the whole way through. It's just like an elevation. There's parts where you can come down and see like a beach like this. So we went down to take
So
pictures.
you're eventually walking here too.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
but that's what I was about to
Up
say.
here.
That's how that terrain is like. It's literally like that.
It's
Just
just
rocks.
rocks. It's
It's
just
just
Put that
rocks.
in the podcast, I guess. I'm asking.
and it's
Huh?
like
Yeah, I mean, you can.
Send that
Most
to me.
people know
Send
what
that to me
Great
now,
Falls
though.
is.
I'm tripping,
Send that
but
picture.
I
Alright.
couldn't really enjoy the trip because it felt like I was on survival mode the entire time. And then we get to this point where it's like the trail ends here. But I didn't know.
No, it was a midpoint.
Was that what
It was it was like an emergency route in the middle of the trail.
Where you could
Oh.
Where you get the fuck off of it.
I thought.
emergency.
But
I
we had
thought-
already done the hard part. Like, because there's this one part of Great Falls, which was OC.
I mean, you gotta do it, right? You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
He was
Like,
already halfway through. But there's this part where it's like, it's literally a straight up wall. Literally, like you were just saying, where you climb down that. We had to climb up something like that.
not with your hands.
No,
though.
Yes.
with our hands. So like, look.
Yes.
You're bear crawling.
Yeah, bear
You're bear crawling.
You're not
going,
climbing. You're
No,
bear crawling.
no,
No, you're going
climbing.
like the
Nah, I
the
don't
angle is
believe
like
it.
this.
That's
No.
and
There-
you don't got nothing on.
There was
No.
there was a lady.
A lady
stuck
got
there.
stuck in the
Mind
middle
you,
of
mind you.
it.
Okay, so look.
Go ahead, tell it.
I look at this wall. I'm like, dang, we're not climbing that shit. He's like, bro, we're climbing that shit. I was like, no, the fuck, we not. I see a bitch up there. She's like, I'm stuck.
How old?
And then she's young. I don't know what the fuck going
No,
on.
she's definitely in her 20s.
in her 20s, right?
Stud.
Her dad, her
I
sugar
almost fucked
daddy,
the shit out of her since she was
her
stuck.
boy. Yo,
That's a-
she was literally stuck on all fours.
She said, I'm stuck. Ass out the
I'll
shit. I almost.
I'll help you. Oh no! Everyone's
Her
out there
dad,
like,
her
get him, get him.
They can't reach me in time because I'm all the way up there. I should have done it, bro.
He's like, hold up, baby girl. I'm coming up to get you. Hold up, baby girl. I'm coming up to get you. And he's like motivating her and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Who is this other guy?
This other guy who's
Okay,
with
okay.
her.
It was like her dad.
But like, I'm coming up at the same time.
Yeah.
And for real, like, I feel like he's motivating me. He's like, look, baby girl, just get on all fours. Look. he's like, look.
This is gold.
He's like, look, like, you got it, like, that's you. Come on, look. Oh, look, use all your hands, blah blah. And I'm tripping the fuck out, and I'm thinking he's talking to me.
Yeah,
I'm like, dang, this boy, he really motivated me and shit.
Thanks, Dad.
He like, he get her on top of the mountain and shit. I get on top. I damn near feel like hugging this man.
Yeah.
Like, hey, bro, you low key, like,
bro, you.
This is what you climb up, by the way.
Hold up. But this angle look crazy.
No, it's crazy. It's a crazy
Bro,
climb.
that's not even a good picture. Let me show you a different picture.
Jesus Christ.
It's
Let me
crazy.
show
And
you a
we're on
different
shrooms. Mind you,
Yeah, we're on shrooms and
I
high
gotta-
as fuck.
I
Yo,
got-
that sounds lit. I kind of want to do
Bro,
it.
let's do it.
I got a first aid kit,
Should
but that shit would have
All
not
right,
helped.
that's a better picture. That's literally what it looks like when you walk up to
We
it.
should get GoPros. Yeah,
Isn't
that's,
that-
if I'd be like, we go up there.
No,
I
yeah.
would react that way.
Yeah,
I'd
I was
be like,
like,
we're going up that.
We don't have
way.
no equipment. I don't got a helmet on. Like, if
But
I fall,
as soon as I seen the girl going
Bro,
up there, I would have went.
people die to them, but Javi's a bitch, so.
You gotta do it. Like,
That
as a
and this
man,
shit.
like as a man, you gotta finish. Like,
yeah, like once you see a girl doing it, you're like,
hell yeah.
I could do
It'd
it.
even be like when your friends do something, you're like, all right, I gotta do it, bro.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
swear to
but-
God.
No, but Javi went there.
Sometimes
He
you
got
can't
through
put
it.
your pride aside.
I mean,
It wasn't that bad. It looks worse.
you
than
did
it
it.
is.
I mean, it don't even matter. You did it.
I feel like it wouldn't have been as bad if I wasn't tripping.
Yeah.
And I didn't know. And I was just tripping the entire time because when they was like, oh, look, because I think you or Drew was like, this is the middle, or this is the end of the trail, or whatever.
And we said this is the last hard thing you have to do.
Just the last, and I was like, all right,
Which
whatever.
it really was.
I don't really care. We're about to go off trail. I thought we were off trail the entire time. We were on the trail the entire time, but I thought we were off trail.
It looks like it's
so
off trail.
so in my head, I'm thinking,
That was dumb.
damn, we got to go back after this. Like,
Yeah.
like we got to climb down this fucking rock again.
Oh yeah.
So then- so,
the
like-
whole way until the end, this
I thought
motherfucker.
that.
That's why he was. We
So
were
you thought it was
wondering.
so blunt.
That's what we're saying. We were wondering why is Javi so mad at us, and then he explains that. Then he was like, I thought we had to walk back all that shit to get back like home and type shit. We're
Yeah,
like,
that's
nah,
some
dog, we're right
And
here.
we're like, and then I start running. I'm happy as fuck. I start running. I'm like ahead of
So
them
your
and
whole,
shit.
yeah, your whole mentality.
Yeah, I was
changed.
like, my whole shit, and I was like, bro, I would have been, because at one point I just posted up on a rock and I'm looking at the water and shit, and I'm like,
for like 20 minutes.
yeah, I'm like, bro, like,
y'all were just waiting for Javi. Like, come
Yeah,
on,
we're just
bro.
they're like, Javi, come on. I'm like,
He's like,
yo,
I'm
y'all
good.
on my dick right now. Like,
He
hold
was
up, bro.
mad
Like,
as fuck.
I was like, chill the fuck
off
out.
my dick.
Yeah, they
Nah,
all-
I mean, I feel that. I guess like fuck that.
So I mean, it was a good hike. Like, besides that, everything was cool. But I just wasn't expecting that. Thank God I went with Dumb and I didn't go with the person I was supposed to go.
Wait, that's
to.
what I'm saying. He was about to go with
Cause-
someone that wouldn't have known shit. They would have
Have you been
gotten
there
stuck.
beforehand?
I've been like 2 or 3 times. I've done the
Yeah.
trail like twice. I think
Yeah.
I've been 3 times.
Okay.
It's not that
So if
bad.
I go, I gotta go with you.
Yeah.
I would go with
I
somebody
mean, there's
that
but
knows.
but there's people on the trail in front of
There's
you and
people,
behind
but
you.
like sometimes
So you can follow them.
How blown would you go and then no one's around you and you've never been there?
and you don't know where the fuck you're going.
I mean,
yeah,
but you
no,
can
it's-
see the steps.
At that point, I just pull up Apple Maps. And
No,
we're
no,
alright.
you can- you don't
it
have no
gets pretty
signal,
crazy
boy.
because I was like, I was like, look, this trail better be coming to an end soon, because if not, me myself, I'm calling 911 and the helicopter coming to get me. No
That's a lot,
cap.
Brad.
That's what I was saying. I was like, bro, it's not worth it. You can make
You
it,
go
bro.
look back at that and be like, "Damn, I spent
But nah.
$5,000 for that air vac."
I look back, it wasn't that hard. I was just high and on shrooms. So, like, I felt like my whole trip was like, I felt like I was in a video game. I felt like I was on a controller, like had to press
It does.
X,
It is pretty
circle.
crazy.
Yeah, I had to get my
I see-
stamina up.
I see Daniel and Drew doing Spider-Man shit, doing like
Yeah, but we're Spanish,
Jumping
bro.
across.
We good at that shit.
jumping rock to rock. They're like us.
Yeah,
I'm
but
like, yo,
me and Drew,
like,
low-key, it
Yeah,
felt like
I
at
just
a,
hit LT.
it felt like at a point, me and Drew were literally like competing. We'd
Yeah.
see,
To do the
we'd see
most
something to get
parkour,
out of it, we'd be
wow,
like,
shit,
all right, bet.
Flores?
Yeah, Flores. We'd be like, who's gonna get up this joint first? Shit, we'd be going different ways, climbing different shit.
You
That
had to
sounds
even
like
like
fun,
sometimes
man.
even get down. And
I mean, when
shit.
you go up that hill you just showed me, I'm not racing nobody up that bitch. I'm just gonna get
No,
it.
yeah, exactly.
I would say take it slow, because you like if you fall from that, you're dead.
No, yeah.
Like,
People,
them rocks is
that's what
hard
I'm
as
saying.
fuck.
People die there. Like, a lot of people die there every year. And when I mean a lot, maybe like under 10.
That's dumb.
But
What if they just
still.
didn't pick them up? So like when you go, they're just
It's just the carcasses
Yeah,
right there.
kinda eating and shit.
I don't know. It depends how fresh they are, how we might fuck them, bro.
Chill out. Chill out.
I'm stuck.
Yeah, but I mean, it was a good. It was a good hike. Definitely a good
Oh
experience.
my
but,
god, that's hilarious. Yeah, that's some good shit.
And then,
But to do that shit tripping, that shit was crazy, man. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like, there were certain points where I was like, this shit looks like it's never about to end for me, bro. But I knew in the back of my head I've done this before, but like, it was like I didn't remember doing this last time. I don't remember this last time, but I was just tripping in my
Yeah,
head.
shrooms is crazy. I mean, I did that shit back when I was like 17, 18.
Wow,
18.
you're cool, bro.
That's the only time I ever did it though. Like, I said, like that and acid.
I
I've seen
did,
it
I did
again.
shrooms like the one time. One time I did OD shrooms. Like and I had like an Eagle Death
Yeah,
type
see?
shit.
Yeah.
I had that.
I've never
where
had
it
an
was
Eagle
just
Death.
in my head because you're the double. So it's like.
Every
But-
time, but I've done
I lied.
high
I just
amounts of
lied.
psychedelics.
I just forgot. So the second time I did shrooms was probably like 19 years old, like a year later with Chuck, and we were at Mark's house.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's a terrible place to do shrooms.
And well, the first time I did shrooms was with Mark, but we went outside in the woods. did
That's
all
what I'm
this
saying.
shit, and it was fun.
In Mark's basement, it
So
must be
this
insane.
is what happened though. The second
go
time,
crazy.
the second time me and Chuck went down there, it wasn't even planned. Like Mark just had shrooms, so Mark gave us like an eighth or 4 grams, and we split it. So like we were tripping. Like, I took, like, 2 to 3 grams.
That's a good trip.
Because the first time I took it, I took like 2 grams, and I tripped. So like, took that shit, and it was a snowstorm outside, right?
That's tough.
So it's like a bad snowstorm, and I remember like the playoff football's on, and 30 minutes into it, like it's just me and Chuck who's tripping, and Chuck like is sitting across the room where Mark's bed is, and I'm sitting on the other side, and everyone else there's like 5 other people like Pelly, Mark, I don't know, like Mike,
Yeah.
Cracking Mike RIP and all them. Like, so I'm just, it gets to the point where once I start thinking like, when is this over? Like, when is this gonna be over? And then I'm like, damn, like no one else understands me right now other than Chuck, and he's all the way over there, and Chuck's like, and I'm looking at Chuck, and he's going through the same thing. Like I can see it. Like he's like, he's like, can we go outside? And Mark's like, bro, like don't open the door. The snow's gonna get in.
Yeah.
And we're just like, and Chuck's like, I can't go nowhere. I'm like thinking the same thing, and I'm just like, yeah, and like it's like at first like me and Chuck are like geeking sometimes, but like it gets to the point where like after an hour, I just think no one wants me like to be there. Like me and Chuck are annoying everyone, and I'm seeing like Pelly like scratch his ear, and I'm like, oh, don't talk. They're like someone says something to me, like I can tell Mark's like checking up on me, like Mark, Josh, did you see that? Like watching football, and I'm just like, yeah, like I can't talk.
Yeah.
Like I lost my identity.
That's
Like,
crazy.
It was like 7 hours of that shit, and then it was the end of it was like 4 a.m. It stopped snowing, but it's a snowstorm. But I had to get in my Honda and go home like at like 4 a.m. Like I'm
Those
like,
are the best drives coming
Bro.
down off of some shit.
so I'm driving home, but then I get on Elijah Road off 216. I decided to take 216 because it's snowy. Like,
Yeah.
the back road, no way.
Yeah, fuck no.
So I take a left on Elijah, and I'm going.
You're going up.
I'm going up the hill, right? And I'm in a Honda Accord,
That was also dumb.
and
Should have went to the next light.
the plow truck's behind me, the only other car on the road right behind me. And I start going up halfway through Elijah by the first house where that used to be like a big cross there.
Yeah.
My tire starts rolling, skid, and I'm not trying to I'm like hitting the gas and I'm skidding, I'm not moving, I start drifting backwards. So then I try parallel parking on the run on the side, and then trying to wave off the fucking plow truck to get in front of me. Like I'm thinking rational. I'm like,
Yeah.
but the plow truck flashing me, not moving. Like I
Like,
guess
hurry up.
he's like, no, I'm not going around you, bro. Like, so I'm like, fuck. So I forget at this point. I hit the gas, and I just start, and I'm going like maybe a mile per hour, but I'm moving. So like 20 seconds of that, I'm finally at level ground, and I go. And I think at the same time, I texted my dad like, "Yo, you up? Like, I might need to get picked up," type shit, because I was like chilling on the side at that point. And my dad's up. It's like 4 a.m, but he's up, and I get home. I finally get home though, and he's like outside shoveling. He's like, "You good?" Like he was like, "What'd you need?" I was like, "I was stuck."
Yeah.
And I just played it off like, "Yeah, I was stuck. It was crazy." And I was like, "You want me to shovel the rest of the driveway?" He's like, "Yeah." And I shoveled the driveway.
And you've been up the whole
And
time.
I get home grateful as fuck, happy as shit.
Probably, yeah,
The
fuck
ending
yeah.
the ending was cool, but like the whole torture.
I've never had a bad experience. That's crazy because
I had
everyone
an
always
Eagle
talks
Death
about that shit.
for like 10 minutes at
Paulo's.
Paulo's. Daniel starts playing some crazy shit on the YouTube.
I be fucking having
Like,
fun when I'm off that
we
shit.
did-
I had fun
I've
the
never
first
had a
time on
bad
YouTube. I was
time.
on YouTube for hours, like the first time.
But it was like this train and the guy's head on the train, and I was like, yo, this shit too crazy, Daniel. Like, I'm about to go downstairs and
Head on
chill.
the train.
So I go downstairs.
We were watching Thomas the Train. That's all we were watching. This guy's an idiot.
He said it was a train.
Put that face on it.
What the fuck? That shit weird as fuck. I'm not watching that shit.
That's so funny. That's hilarious.
But anyway, I go downstairs for a little bit. I look in the mirror. You're not even supposed to do that.
Yeah.
I'm in the bathroom. I'm like, dang.
Dumbass.
And then I'm like, dang, do my ancestors look like me? Like, I'm like tripping out. Like, I'm like, oh shit. So
out the Shermies.
I turn off the light. I go sit down. And then my mind just starts racing about like my ancestors and like the future, the past. Like I felt like the happiest, and then I felt like the saddest. But like everything was like, and this isn't 10
You're
minutes.
by yourself, right?
But I'm by myself in the dark, and then I stand up.
Downstairs, yeah.
And I'm downstairs in the dark. I stand up, turn on the light. I sit down for a little bit. I think. Then I stitch the stand back up, turn off the light. Then I sit, think, and then I it's like a cycle for like 10 minutes.
But
I'm
meanwhile,
doing that.
me and Pablo are upstairs having the time of our lives.
They're,
watching-
like, tripping.
We were watching like Alex Jones videos.
I'm sorry, no. I'm sorry.
And I'm just like tripping out, and then I don't know. I think it was you or Paulo. Was like, "Yo, what the fuck Javi doing?" So one of them comes down.
I came downstairs to check on you.
And then the first, and I'm like, "Hey, bro."
And he was I remember this. He was like, I was like, "Yo, Javi, you good?" And he was like, "Nah," like straight up, "Nah." And I was like, "Wait," like he was like, "I'm just chilling, bro. I'm just, I'm by my lonesome. I'll be upstairs. Just don't worry about it." And then he came up maybe like another 10, 15 minutes later.
Yeah, but like that shit was crazy. I'm not gonna lie, like. I stopped doing perks after that. Like that was like the no for real like the shroom shit was like it definitely cleaned out my system, like all my shit, all like the real like bad shit that I was doing. I was just like, dang, that's it.
Like the bad version of shrooms, like acid, like that's like the bad version.
Nah, acid is tough too.
So I did acid my senior week. That's the only time I ever did it, and it was great. It was great, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
I have a like.
I've never had a bad psychedelic
How many times
experience.
have you done acid multiple times?
I've done acid like 3 times.
I don't know, acid, like I did that shit, bro, at senior week, and we were in a hotel room. It was like, do you remember how like Nico and Alejandro had a hotel and they like had joint rooms?
Mm-hmm. I wasn't at the senior week, but I remember. I know all the fucking stories.
Edward was there. Edward was there with Zandal.
Yeah.
Some other girls, like some of them were like the ones from like one area were like on the acid and shit. And some people were just drunk as shit, and I'm just on acid, bro. And I'm just tripping, like examining everything. Like everyone's on something.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, and I'm just looking, and some people look dead, and some people look just zombie. Like Edward's walking around, going like, "Where the bitches at?" Like,
Edward was
I'm
wild.
just geeking. But I laughed the whole time, and like that time I looked at my face in the mirror too. Like that's why you reminded me. Like I just remember looking at myself in the mirror and like. My face just like went from young till old and like
yeah.
I've
done that
shit.
too.
I was like whoa, and then like I just remember too the very end of it because I took it like at night. It was like 7 a.m. It ain't sleep yet. I finally get back to my house, the senior week house, and I put the blanket over my face, and I'm closing my eyes, and I'm like, I swear to God, like it's so realistic. I was like in a space. I was like in outer space shooting through stars and shit. Like I was really going fast.
That's crazy.
And I opened my eyes. My blanket was a pink blanket. All I saw was red, and I remember someone telling me like. When you're on acid, if you see red, like I should be like it's bad. I don't know.
Yeah.
I seen red and literally like the hardest like time, like when your heart just skips a beat, like that shit hurt, bro. Like I was like, oh, I thought I died, bro. To the point where like I threw the blanket, like just like that was my reaction. I threw the blanket up there and like sat up, and there was other people in the room like looking at me crazy, and I was like went back trying to go to sleep.
That's crazy.
That shit scared the fuck out of me. Acid was great.
I've never had a bad experience. The only thing that I could say that kind of tripped me out like in a weird way, but I got over it was like. I was doing acid with his cousin Tony.
This story's crazy.
Yeah, Tony.
Yeah, this story is OC. You've met Tony before, right?
From high school, back in the day, he'd come to Brett's and shit.
He knew.
Yeah,
he knew Tony he knows
from way back when. That's before
14,
I knew Tony.
That's before
2014.
I was just playing PlayStation with him. But yeah, so I'm in Towson, and I get there at like fucking 10 a.m. right? Because we're like, all right, we're gonna trip today. We're gonna go play soccer. We're gonna play FIFA, and then we're gonna go here, and we just. Fucking have fun. I'm like, all right, bet, whatever. I wasn't doing it. I don't think even this was like right after high school. That period between high school and college, it was like you're just bullshitting. Yeah,
getting fucked up if anything.
Exactly, every single day. So we're out there in Towson. We take the acid. I think we took a tab each, but supposedly like his mans that sold them to him were like, yo, these are like OC, like these are the ones I've been taking. He was really tight with the guy, so it's not like he was just bullshitting like trying to sell it to him. He was like, nah, these joints are crazy.
It's crazy how cheap that shit be.
Yeah, it's like it was like
music festivals and shit, but you can't bring a gym.
Yeah, that shit was easy as fuck. So we take it, right, having a good ass time where like shit starts melting, the regular acid shit where you're just like you're out of this world.
Things are moving.
And then it got to this point, which was like, I guess the scary point for me, not the point that Javi's talking about the story, but I'll get to that. The scary point for me was me and Tony were having a conversation, and I was so in my head that like. It felt like it got to a point where I felt like I could only say what. Yeah. So I answered like there was like 3 questions he asked me that like he was high as fuck too, so he didn't ask them like in a well constructed way. So I was like, what? And then he asked it again. I was like, what, bro? What are you talking about? And now after the 3rd time I said what, like in my head I was like, wait, why am I only answering what? Is there something wrong with me?
Your brain's fine.
Yeah, I was like, wait,
what?
What's going on? And I was like. What? And then yeah, literally for like 5.
It's like WWE shit.
It felt like an hour, bro. It felt like an hour, but maybe it was probably only like 30 seconds where I would be like, all right, like in my head I'm thinking, all right, try talking, say something, and I'd be like, what? And I'm like, oh shit. In my head I'm like, oh shit. I shouldn't have done this drug. Well, what the fuck is going on?
What if you just said one for the rest of your life?
And I was just, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I'm about to be stuck like this. And I was just, what? And Tony started looking at me like, yo, are you good? And I was just like, what? And then like he was like, all right, bro, like you're bugging out, and he got on his phone, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, like
he's like,
what?
let me take a shower.
I'm like,
I would have been like,
what's
I'm gonna
going
take a
on,
shower.
bro? I'm like, okay, all right, I know, and then I remember I was like, all right, I know that like
You gotta read something.
you can not. I mean, I didn't do any of that
Something
shit.
out
It was
I was just like,
what?
no, but I was
You
like,
own a book, it just says what.
oh yeah, exactly.
That'd be
I go-
crazy.
I
The
go
first
full
word is
dyslexic.
what?
It's just
It's a whole movie like premise right there.
But so I think to myself, I'm like, all right, bet. I know I'm just tripping right now. I'm off some crazy ass drug. If I can pull myself back within to calm down,
Yeah.
I'll be able to get a word out. And then I'm like, okay. And I sit there for like, it felt like another 5 minutes where I'm just like mustering up a word, like, and I finally say to Tony, I'm like, Tony. And he's like, what? I started tripping again. That shit was fucking bad. But like, I mean, I wasn't having like a bad time. I was just like, all right, I need to get out of this, right? So then eventually I thought it up again, and I was like, Tony, and he said, what again? And I was like, and I literally said,
So funny.
I can talk. And he was like, what are you talking? What the fuck? Are you good? And I'm like, bro, Tony, I can talk. I can talk. And I was so fucking happy for the next like 20 minutes where I was just elated that I could.
He was saying every word he knew.
It was amazing.
It's like Fat
bro.
Albert with Mushmouth. It's like, Baloo.
Yeah.
Thank
Baloo.
you. You taught me how to speak English. Thank you.
But that shit was funny as fuck. But what he's talking about, the crazy part of the story, around that time, his mans was supposed to pull up at like the same time as us. It was supposed to be 3 of us tripping. He ends up like something happens like where he couldn't come on time. He ends up getting there like around 3. So we're already deep into our trip, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he comes over and he's like, all right, like where they at? Like I'll take them. And we're like, all right, bet. And
It's
then
not gonna sync with you guys.
not only is he not gonna sing with us, he started like acting like, I don't know if I want to take this shit, bro. Like,
Scaring
like
him.
I don't know, not scaring him. He was scaring himself,
Yeah.
but me and Tony were having such an amazing time that we're like, bro, take them, they're the best, blah blah blah. He's
I'm
like,
just you're wasting time.
he was like, nah, like I can't. Disclaimer: if someone doesn't want to do psychedelics, don't do it because you're gonna be fucked up.
Once you think negative, it's
Bruh,
all
so we
down.
convince him to
Yeah.
take it because we're like,
Yeah.
it's the best time ever. We're having the best time. He takes it.
Well,
like,
that's you gotta just think for yourself. Bro.
Yeah, for like 2
I would
hours.
have been like, I'm good, bro.
Bro, 2 hours in, like where he starts speaking, this guy starts like, he goes like this. He's like standing up and he opens up his shorts and he's just looking at his dick. And he would put it away and be like, and just like looking around and shit, acting all weird and shit. And we're like, yo, what's good with you? And he's like, nah, nothing, bro, nothing. He just keeps looking at his dick, and
So
he'll come up
small.
to. I don't know what he was doing, but then he started tripping. He was like, bro, I shouldn't have done this drug. Like, my parents are gonna kill me. God thinks this of me. It got to a point where he started like, he got on his knees crying, praying. And imagine, I'm tripping at the same time, and this guy is literally having like he looked like he was possessed.
Yeah.
Like he was like he was on the ground. He's like, God, save me! Screaming at the top of his lungs. God, save me! Say, I'm sorry, I'll never touch a drug again.
Hey, but shout out to him though. He's never touched a drug again.
He really hasn't
Like,
touched the drug again.
He actually
Bro,
like.
he had the
God
worst
save him.
experience, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, all
You got to
right,
witness
don't let
this.
this guy bring you down, because I know that. Like that's all I could think, because I'm
Come
like.
on, Satan.
I'm like, bro, because it looked so scary what he was going through. I was like, I do not want to be having that trip. I don't want to be like, don't even think about it. But then, bro, he
got some
starts.
strong willpower, bro.
He starts walking in and out of the door, and we're like, yo, what are you doing? He's like, no, like sometimes like I'm just like in, and then sometimes like I'm just out. Like, isn't that crazy? And then he just starts like, and like, it looked like me and Tony are looking at each other like, yo, he's going through a manic phase right now. Like he was just going crazy. Point of the story, at the end of the day, like I'm thinking about dipping. Like Tony's telling me like, yo, don't worry about it. Like I'll deal with him. He's my boy. Go home. And I'm still thinking, I'm like, bro, I can't go home. Yeah, like give me like another hour. I need to calm down. By the time I end up dipping, this dude calls his parents. Like I had taken his phone from him for the longest time because Tony told me to. He was like, bro, take his phone, because he kept saying, I need to call my mom. I need to call my dad. Like they need to come save me. Blah blah.
That's the one that just bumps. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
that's all of them.
But yeah, no, he was bugging out, but and like you said, since then he has not touched the drug. So I guess it was life changing for him, but I guess that would be the only type
Drugs
of
do that
bad
to you.
experience, but it wasn't my bad experience.
Drugs are bad.
Like I was having the time of my life, bro. Just being a what?
Yeah, no, that shit. I mean, I don't know. Like, it is a matter of your own mentality. Like, and that's why, like, when I did the only time, last time I did it was like when I was 19 about the shroom story. The last time I did any hallucinogenic, and it's like I already look back at it in retrospect. I'm like, dude, I didn't even expect to do it. Got there, it was a terrible environment, and then like, I don't know. It could have went really well, but it just unfolded immediately after an hour because I started thinking negatively, like, oh shit, when is this gonna end? And I'm stuck in this room because it's snowy.
Yeah, that's gotta be
smoking.
I wouldn't want to trip.
You just gotta plan it for real. Plan it, and then just be in a good mindset. Because if you like not in a good mindset, you gonna be.
The first time I took it the year before that was with Mark and Chuck, and we were planning on going to watch like Finding Dory at the time or some shit. We were like, we're gonna go to the movies, and we ended up like.
That's gay as fuck, by the way.
I don't know, we thought shit would be lit, but we never did shit.
Thought it was gonna be lit.
We ended up not going though. Once we went, once we started feeling it, we started watching Eric Andre, and I never knew Eric Andre's show before that.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious.
I literally watched. I was like, yo, this is made for mushrooms. I was like, this show is made for.
Yeah.
I'm watching it, going like, yo, no, like this makes so much sense. Like it's hilarious, and we're just geeking, and like I don't know, I drove around to the Urban Market real quick with Chuck, like in the midst of it too. That shit was kind of cool, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was cool.
Bro,
I had a great time.
My drive back from Towson, that day that I'm talking to you about, it was the best. I honestly say to this day the best drive I've ever had ever. Nah, it was just the best.
Don't drive
Back in
under
the day.
drugs.
Wait, on what were you on?
It was after like 12 hours. It was like 10 o'clock at night. The day I did the acid. So I was like fully, I wasn't tripping anymore. I was just still coming down and like things were still a little wavy and shit.
Yeah, that's just.
But I cranked the music. I laid back, bro. It was like,
I closed my eyes.
I drove into a family. I was chilling. The music sounded so clear and crisp. Like I could feel like the beat in my body. Like it was like boom.
You look over and like Young Thug's rapping.
in my ear. I look over. I'm on the wrong side of the fucking road.
Oh shit, God. Yeah, it's not Young Thug. It's like it's XXX.
Going crazy.
I was smooth chilling, bro. That shit was amazing.
Yeah, that's funny. Y'all fuck with Ice Spice?
What's that?
You fuck with Ice Spice?
She's tough. I'm not gonna hold you. I think.
What's that? Is that bitch?
She's the
the bitch that covered her pussy.
Nah, she was like.
Yeah.
You thought I was feeling you?
Yeah, she bends over and grabs her vagina.
You know what's crazy? I've never seen her. All I've seen is fucking memes of like
grabbing her vagina.
No, like memes of other people like
saying what she look like.
She's gonna
you thought I was feeling you? You thought I was feeling you?
So somebody's gonna start writing her shit, and she's gonna be tough because Brooklyn Drill is like blowing up right now.
She's gonna evolve like a motherfucker. She only has like 4 songs.
She says some shit like, "We from Brooklyn, so you know we dirty."
Yeah, that shit was nice. I don't know. I don't know. It's not even like the. I just fuck with her. I fuck with her persona and how she's kind of.
I just think she look bad.
She's bad.
She's bad. She's actually bad.
You're lying.
She's thick.
Yeah, she be like.
She better than Tokisha.
Nah, Tokisha crazy.
Stop it then.
Rikishi.
Tokisha.
It's like this other Hispanic artist.
Some like Dominican drill type bitch.
Yeah, man. Music's crazy.
But Drake followed her. Apparently flew her out, and then she stank, and then he unfollowed her, and then that was it. Yeah.
It's because she didn't fuck him.
Or she stank.
Maybe she's doing.
I think every bitch that raps got a stank.
You
thought I was smelling you?
This bitch is a stank. Yeah, that song. That song's cool. I don't know, but I do fuck with her persona. I just see her blowing up. Like I remember when Coily Ray blew up, I was like, oh, she's gonna blow up. Like she got some swag and shit. I don't really fuck with Coily Ray.
Who were we hip to way before? There,
John Cena.
No, it's another bitch.
Doja Cat.
When she was, bitch, I'm a cow.
Yeah, the cow.
Bitch, I'm a cow.
No, but I was in Doja Cat like 4 years before that.
He was listening to her on.
She featured on
SoundCloud and shit.
She featured on like a song I don't know if it was like fucking Chainsmokers. Like she's featured on one of them.
Why is she on the Chainsmokers?
Back in like 2013, 14.
Yeah, no, on the little hotbox shit with like the guy in the car. They're sparking in the car. It's like
I never seen the video. I've only seen like.
Speaking about sparking.
Chill.
Then you got a J.
You thought I was schmooging
you thought I was smelling you?
I thought of this. I was thinking this can you like when you think of a song you got like usually I can tell what year it is or like what era that was like pre-high school or post-high school. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking like I'm about to throw out a song. Y'all gotta tell me if it's pre-high school or post-high school.
Go ahead.
Figure it out.
Go ahead. I'll tell you the year the song came out.
Black Beatles.
2016.
Was that after or before high school? Is the question.
That was before, because we were still in high school recording those videos. Yeah. Wait, because everybody would pause. Remember?
That was in college.
No.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was after, but I don't know.
No.
It may be after. Actually, I don't know.
It's
It
been
is 2016, but we gotta find out the date release. It probably released earlier before.
I think it was earlier.
When did it
year.
start popping? Like when was it on the
No,
charts?
it popped immediately, bro.
No, yeah, you're right. When it so
Ray
should we
Sherman
look
was
at when it
going
releases
crazy
or when it
right
hits
now.
the charts?
But we did it. We
I
did
don't
it
know,
as
it's
like
harder to find
we
one.
did it as like a senior thing.
Did
We did like a video of it like as seniors.
At this point, I don't remember high school or like nothing. For real.
Released on September 2016. That's
Okay, yeah,
after
now.
high school.
Oh shit!
Daniel was wrong.
I'm an idiot.
So it didn't even matter if it hit the chart. That shit didn't release till we started college, basically.
All right, well at least I knew the year.
Black
Next
Beatles
one.
in the city.
That shit was hard, bro.
That's a hard
I would
song.
actually crank
Like,
that song
I mean,
right now.
Sway Lee is very, very fire. Like,
Yeah.
not only is he's not really even.
He
a
could
rapper.
sing too.
He hits hooks. He
Yeah.
writes songs. He's a he's a great harmonizer. Like him and like Pharrell would go crazy together.
Who's Pharrell?
He's a solid
You don't know
artist.
Pharrell?
Who's
Shut up.
Pharrell?
He's fine.
But yeah, nah, he's fire. Let me think of another song.
I got one for
Alright,
you.
go. Yeah, if you think I'm gonna go with it.
White Iverson.
That's
That's
high
definitely
school.
high school.
That's high school.
But what year?
2015.
2015.
I almost want to say 14. I was about to say.
I think we
There
were
was a
juniors.
point where
That's what
all
I'm
I listened
thinking.
to was like Post Malone.
Post Malone was
His-
crazy.
the-
in
His
high
his
school,
first come in.
That
fire.
SoundCloud
Yes.
era was crazy with like I love McConaughey,
Yeah.
Post
I
Malone.
I just
Key.
shuffled my SoundCloud
like-
likes the other day or today, and it was like that's Migos McConaughey song. I didn't even remember it at first.
And then-
to teach you how to whip it.
Migos literally came out at the time. I was like, bro, we knew he was gay. We wouldn't have fuck with him.
Like August 2015.
In August.
So that's high school
2015.
for
Yeah,
sure.
that's high. That's when we started senior year.
Drugs. Yeah, I mean high school.
Drugs. Yeah. No, I started drugs earlier.
Um.
Senior year, I actually never went to school not high senior year. But that's another funny fucking story. Me and Edward would smoke every day before school, and we'd pick up Sammy and Isaac. Rest in peace, Isaac, my boy. Love you, dog.
Sure.
Yeah. So we would spark every day before school. We'd spark like 2 J's or some shit. Huh?
I couldn't do that shit.
But it
I
was the
had to
funniest
sleep,
shit. And
bro. I
the
had
thing
to
is, like,
sleep.
Officer Hall, remember Officer Hall he would stand, like, posted right when you would drive in, like, the student section
I
of
guess,
parking.
yeah.
He would stay right there.
Yeah. Oh, in his
Like-
car. Yeah.
Yeah, bro, we would smoke in the parking lot because I knew Officer Hall would be like, yo, you're a dumbass. Get the fuck to class. Like, he would never say it. So we'd be smoking in the parking lot.
In your car.
In
With
my
the
car.
windows up?
Nah, hotbox. We would hotbox
Yeah,
and
the
shit.
windows up.
Yeah, with the windows
Stop
up.
being fucking weird.
But, so, we would do that shit
I
every
think it was
morning.
song.
This one time, this one time I had, what's that? The English teacher, the mean black bitch. What was her name?
Miss Thomas.
Miss Thomas. Yeah,
I
you
had
know
her for
exactly
yearbook.
what I was
had her
talking
for
about.
yearbook, but she was cool.
She was only mean for like the first 2 weeks, and then she became the coolest fucking teacher ever. By the way, I had her, and I get to class, and we were literally like late as fuck, and we're like finishing hitting the J. We put it out and run to class. And have you ever burped like after hitting a J and you still have smoke like deep in your lungs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I run up the stairs. I'm like, I get into class. Bell rings. I make it right on time. She's walking around like handing out papers or some shit,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I feel like I have to burst. So I'm just let out. I'm like, ugh. Bro, a cloud of smoke just pops out and it poofs up the whole. I'm like,
I was like,
I remember I had Mitchell Muhammad in that
Yeah.
class. I fuck with him the long way, but I don't know why. He's right behind me. He's like, bro, Daniel, you fucking smoking in here? Are you stupid?
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah, bro, but like, I just like coughed or like I just like burped and this whole shit came out. Miss
so
Thomas comes
fresh.
up to me at the end of the class and she's
Yeah.
like, don't think I didn't see that. And I was like, wait, like, what are you talking about? She's like, you were blowing smoke earlier. What were you smoking? And I was like, I swear to God, let me tell you the honest truth. Because at this point, I was cool with her. I was like, let me tell you the honest truth. I was smoking in the parking lot. I burped, and that shit happened. And she was just like, you need to change your lifestyle. Oh, you're not even going to graduate if you keep up with this. I was
Wait,
like,
Miss
"Bitch,
Thomas,
shut
right?
up.
She was like the big black lady, right?
Yeah, she
I
was
had
cool
her,
as fuck, though.
I had her senior year for first period English, and I had work release. And
Were you in that class? I was first period. with
Yeah,
her.
I was in your class for the
With
first
Mitch?
2 weeks. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for
Everyone
the first
dropped.
couple weeks.
You
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
remember
yeah.
though, but I would never come.
Yeah,
I would never
yeah,
come.
yeah.
I would
yeah.
always come late to school, bro.
I remember that.
Shit. I was just fucking up at the time. I didn't care. Like I was like, fuck it. But then I realized, like early on, I was like, wait, English is the only class I need to pass. So like, I literally like, I went to Mr. Saunderson. I was like, I need to go to regular English. Like, drop me out regular.
Yeah, because I was like 8
And Miss Thomas even came up to me, because it was near the end of the first quarter. She's like, Josh, you have like one more week, like to drop the class for sure.
Yeah.
You're gonna fail this quarter. And I was like, I got it. And
That's
I really went to
crazy.
Mr. Sampson. And he was
That
like,
was cap because she helped all of us out.
but Mr. Sampson blessed me though. She would just tell me because I didn't come to class, bro. Like I just wasn't coming to class.
Yeah,
She
you
thought
did
I was-
have to show up.
She thought I was a piece of shit, and like I wasn't. I just, bro, I couldn't.
No,
I
you
was
were a piece
sleep-
of
I had a
shit.
sleeping problem.
I feel like I have a memory of you doing some dumb shit in the beginning of the class, but I don't remember what exactly it was.
I probably was a dickhead.
I think you came in and said, "I'm dropping this class. It doesn't matter," or some shit like that.
Maybe.
It sounds like you, bro.
I don't know. I was a dickhead in high school more than like I was very outspoken in class. Like on some like I would argue with the teachers and shit. Not
Josh,
on some
Josh was
ignorant
like
shit.
that,
I'd be
the
like,
white boy that's like, this is not how you teach. He's like,
Is if you want us to be
oh,
engaged.
yeah. You saw that video, right?
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna tell me and just give out worksheets. It's like, yeah, no, but I'm saying that's what I'm saying. I wasn't like a dickhead. Like there were some kids in school like who were just annoying as fuck, give you a headache in class. Like I wasn't like that, but like I definitely.
You know
was,
what I fucking hated, and I would actually
Kendall.
give her problems.
Kendall, I fucked with Kendall Foot as a person, but in class, it's freshman year.
He was an asshole. Yeah, he was an asshole
He
to
would give me
teachers.
headaches. Like
He
I
was
like,
an asshole to teachers.
I would be like, yo, Kendall, like I got a headache
Yo,
right now.
you know what's
Stop.
crazy? You know Keyshawn? But the teacher I was about to tell you that I fucking hate to this day, with, like all my
Mr.
guts,
Best.
Miss Cates.
Miss Cates was a
Oh.
dick.
But
She
if you
liked
never
me.
had Miss
She
Cates-
liked- I had her. I had,
She was
Miss
a
Cates
bitch.
is the only class in high school
she was bad.
that I ever failed. I
Yeah,
failed
when we
that
saw her
class.
news, bro, I
She
would.
failed it. I had GT chemistry or AP chemistry with her. She fucked with me.
Yeah, I think
I sat right in front of her. I had the desk right in front of her shirt. I found a dime bag with a little bit of weed residue on her desk. I swear to God, bro.
She probably took it from someone.
Probably, yeah, I get it, but it's just.
You know what's crazy? That's another. Me and Miss Kate. So, my brother moved into this house in Columbia a couple years ago. He doesn't live there anymore, but it was off of like right by Wild Lake High School. And the neighbor in front of her, like in front of him, like the street right in front, literally house facing it, was Miss Cates' house.
Yeah.
And like I'd see her and shit. And my brother had her as a teacher
I
as
seen her
well.
at Fauci's when I was working at Fauci's, and I was like,
Fuck that bitch,
I said,
bro.
Miss Kate's hand, she just like, hey, and she didn't know it now. I was like, it's Josh. I don't know. I fucked with her because she.
That's
fucked with
just so
me.
many kids, you know what I mean?
I fucked with her because she fucked with me. Yeah, I didn't blame her for that. It was fun.
Yeah.
She was
Nah,
kind of like wacky.
she asked
a
my
little
mom if I had like a disability. No cap. She asked my mom. And,
That's
like,
not a crazy question. Though.
It's
You can't be
crazy.
mad at
No,
her.
it's crazy because like so that I had that class with Andre and KD,
bit. Yeah.
and I remember like there was
MVP squad.
there was this one quiz they copied from like these two other girls, but she found out they copied. They all got zeros.
Yeah.
I got a zero from that bitch because I didn't know what the fuck was going on
Yeah.
at this time. Like I was
Yeah.
like chemistry, like I don't know,
Yeah,
bro. Like I can't even.
And if you don't know if you don't know how to do this shit, you're not gonna get it.
Like I'm never gonna get it. So
Science very specific. That's why I hate science. It's such a specific.
I love science.
I mean, I was in GTAP sciences, but like it was so specific. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's very specific. Like you have to know. You just have to know things. You
I
know,
mean, they was
math
asking-
is like you know a formula and then they give you a problem. Science like what is you know?
They was
AP
asking
Chem was
dumbass
fun,
questions
though.
like.
I liked chemistry.
If
That was my
AP Chem
favorite-
was
chemistry
fun.
was my favorite science.
That shit
hands
was
down.
fun.
AP Chem.
Nah, that shit was not fun. Like I would.
You're just retarded.
It would
bro.
be weird problems
You
like
had AP Chem with the
You
special
were in
needs
AP
kids,
Chem?
bro.
I wasn't. So I
Kyle
was.
and Andre were in AP Chem.
No. So I was
No.
in honors chem, and then I
Fuck
switched.
no.
And then I switched out to regular chem. I was actually doing decent in honors chem. I had like a D, and like I would have passed
D for
that.
decent.
I would have passed that because the teacher was cool. She was just like, "Look, like I think you're just never gonna get it." And I was like,
Facts.
"You're right. I'm never gonna get this shit."
Good shit.
And
That's right.
but she was like, but like if you go to regular, you'll probably get like a B or like a C. Like you'll be alright. I was not alright. I was in Miss Gates' class, and
She a bitch.
I just got a 0. But I remember
Gates.
the quiz before. She gave me a -5 because I didn't put my name on that shit. But she knew because my handwriting was all fucked up. But
That's kind of funny. I'd be like, hey,
Wait, how
I
did you
know
know how
it's
to
your-
spell his name until he was like fucking 12 or something, bro?
that's facts. But
but like full name.
You didn't know how to spell
Nah, I
his
I
name.
like Javier. You couldn't even spell Javi. That's
I just wasn't spelling my name on shit. Like
You just
my
did.
my
What did you
my
do?
elementary school, I was just put letters down on the paper.
Wait. This is hilarious. Wait, no, hold on, time out. We need to talk about this a little bit. We gotta. I'm sorry,
Okay,
but
yeah.
like-
We're- Okay, so like
Because we don't. You were.
I went to like so like I grew up
Spanish.
my
is
shit.
English.
Yeah, it's the
Spell it.
same
No, no, no.
spelling.
I was born here. Stop playing with me. But like look,
You gotta pick one language.
we had moved so much because of my situation. We was moving. So
Don't blame it on
So,
that.
so look, I was going to like
Okay, no, go.
elementary school to elementary school. Like, I went to like 5 different elementary schools, like 4 or 5 different elementary schools. I didn't know what the fuck was going on in the classes. Like I just kept moving, so it was like
They made him spell his name
I'm at-
differently in
I'm
every
like-
class, so he was confused.
So like
No.
I wasn't really learning shit.
You had a
Like,
name tag on your desk.
I don't know. All I know
You
was
could have
like
just copied it. Like in elementary school, you get a name tag on your desk.
Yeah, I went to like Howard County schools. I went to Montgomery County.
They were no
but, like,
damn
in
name
the
tag on your
No,
desk?
there was no name tag on the desk.
Wow.
It was just.
That'll fuck you up if you don't know how to spell.
It was kind of just
your
like
name.
everybody for themselves type shit. Like I had friends and shit.
Wait,
It was
what
cool.
county?
I went to Montgomery County.
Oh, Montgomery County.
Yeah, I was like Silver Spring. So like, I was just like putting letters down. Like I knew letters and shit.
Fuck the teachers for not like singling you out one day and just be like, yo, come, let's talk real quick. You gotta spell your name.
No, actually, so like,
That's
so
crazy.
so.
5
I mean,
minutes.
like, he's slicing it. So, like, 5th grade, I knew how to spell my name. But, like, till 4th grade, where, like, one of the art teachers was like, yo, like, you doing this shit backwards, and you're not putting your name on your shit. Spell your name on this shit. And I was just like, I bet. So, I just did my regular shit, put, like, regular letters, like, K, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I was just like, yo.
The way you explain it, I don't know, because I know, like, how literal are you being that? Like, you're telling me, like, you would put.
I wasn't putting
Random letters.
I was just putting random
You
letters,
would just
bro.
write the ABCs.
Like, I don't give a fuck.
The teachers, because that's what I'm saying. Once again, fuck the teachers for 4 grades.
They
They'd hand
didn't-
them a paper and it would just have like JKLNO, and I'd be like, they'd be like,
Oh yeah, that's hobby.
Yeah. So I remember she like pulled me to the side and shit. And she was like, "Look, like
She probably
You-
thought you were fucking around.
you better write your name type shit." And I was like, "How do I write my name? Like what the fuck? Like I know what the fuck was going on. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking like 4th grade, but like 5th grade I had got it down, and then
I got it.
I got it
Fifth
down.
grade, he was good.
I was good. Like
Damn, so
then I became regular. Like after that,
I
like
mean, regular.
I was just like cruising through school type shit.
Yeah,
like,
I feel you.
I
That's
ain't give
crazy.
a-
That's crazy.
I didn't give a
that-
fuck. Like
So a
I
teacher
used to
never,
go
like-
home. So my elementary school was up the street from my house. During recess, I would go home and not go back to school. Like I would
Damn.
just go home and like watch TV, and then like I wouldn't go back to school. I remember they would call my mom and be like, "Yo, like he left school again," and like my mom would call me. She's like, "Bro, you need to go to school. Like, the fuck is you doing?" And I'm like, "But the house is right there. Like, I'm really like I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
He was
like, fuck, I'm doing
genuinely
what I want.
retarded. He was just like,
No,
I'm
wait,
having
no,
a good
no.
time.
So
I'm having a
do
good
you recall
time.
like every time for real? Like, did a teacher ever be like before 4th grade? Like, because you remember the art time. Like, if you could tell me, like, you remember that art.
that was like 4th, 3rd grade. Yeah.
So like that was there. Before that, no teacher ever was like, "Yo, let me put you to this. Let's talk on the side real quick."
That's crazy because you were definitely writing
If
shit.
I because at Gorman
You definitely
Crossing, a
knew-
teacher would have done that.
No, but like you definitely knew how to spell other
Okay,
words.
yeah,
You were
like-
writing you're in 5th grade. You were writing BCRs and shit.
No,
But you
that
can
was
spell
what I-
everything else.
that's
but
what I
not your
wanna
name.
ask.
Yeah, no, it was just
Your name.
I didn't know how the fuck to spell my name. Like
That's crazy.
like
That's
I knew
a weird. Like,
I knew how to write other shit. Like I could write. I just with my name. I never seen my name. Like maybe I never seen my name or like I know. I just didn't know what the fuck
the
it was.
J don't sound like a ha.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
But like
Javi used to
but-
write it with an H.
no,
bro.
but I wasn't even writing like
You're
that.
insane.
I wasn't
You're
even.
Sabo ass dude.
I
Do you
was-
remember what you would spell for real though, like specifically?
I wasn't even sounding out my name when I'm telling you. I would just put random letters on that bitch.
So it was random every time.
It was just random. It was something different every time too. Like I remember it was something different, and then
Did you? So okay, I know you're moving around and shit, but like kindergarten, even maybe 1st grade, you don't remember like having worksheets where they would just. Like,
I don't ever remember like somebody was like, "This is your name, and you're gonna spell this like this." Like I don't remember anybody like telling me like, "This is how you spell your name." Like I don't remember like practice spelling your name. Like I don't remember any of that.
But you like. I feel like someday when they'd give you a paper with your name on it, bro, and you'd be like, "Oh shit,
They did,
I got
no,
it."
The thing is that they did. He
You
just,
just
let-
didn't care.
He
They
didn't
might
have
have,
the
but, like,
capacity.
I was just
His computers weren't fully updated.
That's so.
yet,
That's so
bro.
interesting.
So I was just like that, and then I went to like this school for like low income Hispanic kids, but it was a private school.
Yeah.
It was $50 a
Don
month.
Bosco, Cristo.
Nah. So
Do you know that place? I used
Yeah.
to go there for work.
that's a high school. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy, bro.
But like,
you know about,
I
how you know
went.
used to be
about,
inside
how you know
that
about
bitch.
Silver Spring, bro?
I used to be in that bitch all
Where you
the time
from?
for work.
Where you from?
Well,
But then I went to school. It was like a school in DC. It was $50 and shit. And like they set everything straight for me. Like, cause then at that point I was just like, I went to Pilates on like a full scholarship type shit. Like I was like on point. But like at that time I just didn't really give a fuck. But where the fuck was that with my name? And then
well, you said it.
with Miss Cates. Yeah. So like Miss Cates was
that's
like
for real, yeah.
Miss Cates was like the first teacher that I ever failed. And like
Yeah.
I just didn't. She was just a dumb bitch. Straight like that. Like I
Bro,
don't know.
she had her
Howard
nudes
County got.
leaked.
Wait, hold on.
Y'all remember that, right? When she had her
I mean,
nudes
on the
leaked?
reservoir was on, like, yeah, I do remember. That's why I said she was bad.
That shit was.
Talk to that shit.
That shit was
Chill.
crazy. That bitch was in like fishnets. She was like a 60-year-old woman.
I don't know how we found that shit. It was like her artistic page she had.
I don't know.
Autistic page she had.
There's dead ass shots of her pussy.
Yeah, I know. I
It's
remember
pretty
seeing it.
wrinkly.
Yeah, I mean it was.
She had a lot of
It
labia.
was good lighting. It wasn't like on.
She had a lot of labia
It
going
wasn't
on.
on some like ratchet nudes though. It was like on some artistic.
She had some roast beef pussy going on for sure.
I would have ate it. You would have ate it
No.
for an A. Would you have ate it for
No.
an A to pass?
No.
I would have played football if I had ate it for an A. So
Yeah,
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 for
you
sure.
didn't
I
make
would've
it.
ate it.
Yeah, wait. What? So you missed football senior year?
Yeah, and that too. I didn't
What a
even know that was a
dumbass.
rule because at Pilates people was playing with like 1.7s and shit.
Oh yeah, you had to just keep a 2.0 or 1 point something.
Nah, at
It was like
Pilates
2.0.
they didn't give a fuck. They didn't give a fuck.
2.0
Yeah, I
is
know
one
how
E.
reservoir though.
I didn't know that this was a rule in Howard County. I could have still played if I went to summer school, but I didn't even know but I was going to all the workouts type shit. So,
Yeah.
Like I generally didn't know that like I could have gone to summer school.
Yeah,
or,
I remember none of us like were like, wait, Javi can't play. Like it was like no.
It was like yeah, I was shocked. I was like, hold up, I can't play.
You wouldn't
That
have
probably
done
blew the
shit for
shit
the
out of you.
team.
Because I remember at the end of freshman year, I took computer science instead of fucking tech ed, bro. And I had Mr. Hahn, the soccer coach, instead of Coach Cole.
Oh,
And the
Hahn
classes
was
were
an
pulled out.
asshole.
He knew how to code and shit, so he was taking it serious, that Australian motherfucker. Like, I
Yeah.
respected him, but I had my dad writing code for me, bro. I got to because I was so falling behind that I had my dad doing the shit for me. Like, my dad was like, I'll do it. Like, he did it. He read some old-ass code. And Mr. Hahn, like, I remember it was fourth quarter, and he brought me over like in the end of the year, and he's like, yo, like this, and he like literally was just like, this, you didn't write this shit, like I didn't teach you none of this shit, you ain't learn none of this shit's like old, like some old shit, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I don't know, man. Like I was just a dickhead, like I didn't even like say like, oh my dad wrote it. I feel like I was like, I don't know, but he failed me, like I didn't realize it, so like I get the I guess you get like a report, I don't know if it was before progress report, because it was like I was about to fail. I just remember going up to him, bro, like I went to his classroom, and I got on some like teary-eyed shit, like I was like, sir, like I remember being like, I know you're a soccer coach. Like I don't want to seem like I'm just begging, but like I hope you understand. Like I played football my whole life, and I had to start going in, and he was
Just
like,
started crying.
I like teared up shit, like just like on some real shit for real, like. But I was just trying to.
This
like,
is my life.
I was
man.
just trying to-
Meanwhile,
I mean, like, I was-
motherfucker hasn't touched a football since high school, bro.
Nah, that's bullshit.
Chill out, chill out.
Tomorrow's tomorrow's Friday, but I don't know, chill out. Shout out the Chargers, we got fucked over on Thursday, but nah, and then gave me a D instead. Shit blessed. He blessed like a motherfucker.
He's lit. You see, like
I would have missed sophomore year, my best year of high school football. I had like 6 picks. I had 6 interceptions that year.
I wouldn't-
Check my huddle.
I wouldn't have graduated if it wasn't for Mr. What was the chemistry teacher? Mr. Kim?
I never had him. I swear he didn't.
The
like
cool
me.
ass Asian?
I
right?
swear he didn't like me. I
was
wanted
cool
him
as
to
fuck.
like me because he was funny and shit, but I feel like he hated me.
Asians
it was an
have
anatomy
like
I had Mr.
mad
Norris.
beef with each other.
Yeah,
that I have
Mr.
noticed.
What's his name?
But Mr. I think it was Mr. Kim. I might
He
just
might
be,
be
I
Korean.
might just be being
He
racist.
looked Korean from what I remember.
Or
but I think I might also be
Mr.
picturing.
Chi,
I
Mr.
still might be picturing the guy
Gong,
from Walking Dead instead.
Mr.
They all look
Wei,
alike. Y'all look alike.
Mr.
Ah,
Compound.
Kata, you punched me.
Nah,
Wait,
I don't know who you're talking about. I don't remember.
You know what I'm talking about? The cool. Either way.
He was
either-
next to Mr. Morris.
Mr. Lee. Fuck.
Oh, it is.
I really.
So
I
maybe-
was being racist.
You know, he
I was just
probably
saying
is-
Asian
He
names.
probably is a Chinese.
Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee was cool as shit.
He just didn't
and
like me,
I had
I
an
feel
E
like.
in his anatomy class, and I told him like I remember coming up to him one day and I was like, "Yo, look, like, I really need to pass this class. What can I do?" And he was like, "You're actually like the next test is the last thing that you could ever do," and I was like, "I don't know shit." It was like the next day. He was like, "Well, study for it."
Remember, it was physics, right? Remember
Physics, it was physics,
Remember
yes.
in physics, they changed the grading that year for us, right?
I don't know.
It was 1s and 2s. It wasn't A, B, C, D, and you had to get a 2. If you got a 1,
I think you were in the like
I was-
ESOL classes
I
or
was
something.
in
but
A-
I didn't
I
have
was in
it.
AP physics in the room next.
I had AP Physics with Mr. Lee.
It was 1s and 2s. I know it was. I remember.
Either way.
And no, but you remember the tests were called something, and we'd have them every week, and you could retake them.
Yeah. You could retake
Remember
them.
that shit?
Yeah.
I remember that shit. I think
But-
it was called like vaginas.
Either way, like I failed the test, and then I remember telling him like, "Yo, like, I don't know what I'm gonna do," and he was like, "Yeah, you're fucked. Like, see you in like summer school." And then when report cards came out, I had an E, and he passed me with a C.
He fucked with you.
Yeah, and I was like, I remember going up to him in class, like after class, I was like, "What's this?" And he was like, "Come on, man, like you're a smart guy. I'm not gonna fail you or some dumb, like you're in
And
this
then
class
you
for a
kissed
reason."
him.
And then I let him put his dick in me.
You
Straight
come
up,
out.
the
And we
whole
gotta,
way,
we gotta
the whole
arrest
way.
this guy. now.
The whole like inch. I let him put it in
Asian,
me.
The fucking Asians are the worst. That's crazy. Yeah,
I
no, but
stand-
it was 1s and 2s, bro. I remember.
All right, my bad, dog. Fuck.
That maybe on the report card it came out with a C because you got a 1. If you got a 0, you would have failed. You got a D or E or A.
Either way, but he blessed.
Shut up.
He blessed. You remember when I put my balls on Matthew Bison's shoulders on the I was off. First of all, I was on
photo, right?
That was for the photo. I was
Oh,
off Zans the whole entire
I do
last week
remember
of
that.
school.
Who was Matthew Bison? I don't remember Matthew Bison.
He was like some weird ass.
Oh, Matt
like,
Bisson from our
Matt
elementary
Bisson,
school.
yeah, he
Not
went. Yeah, we
Bison.
went.
He was in a wheelchair when we were really young.
Yeah, he was.
Remember his mom?
And that's what we
His
put in-
mom came. His
And
mom
that's
came-
why I put my balls on his shoulder.
His mom came out in elementary school when he was still in a wheelchair and was like, it was like a big like pod like thing, but like really her mom was just like, hey guys, Matthew is allergic to a lot of shit.
Oh yeah, he was allergic to
She
everything,
goes,
bro.
here's his EpiPen. It's in his wheelchair pocket right here. If you ever see him fall out, stab him with the EpiPen.
That's actually crazy. I remember
and
that
I wanted
shit.
to do that shit so bad.
I
I
literally vividly remember that. That's crazy,
Yeah.
bro. Gorman
You were
was
really
funny as
young.
fuck.
You were really
Yeah.
Josh was like, I'm
Second
ready.
grade.
Josh was just stalking
I
his man.
literally- I literally was like,
I hope this motherfucker eats a peanut, bro.
Like, here, you want a sandwich? There's no peanut butter in it.
Stab him right in the fucking neck.
Yeah, I wanted to do it so bad.
He was
In
cool
the
though.
eye.
I actually fucked with him.
Yeah,
like,
he was cool because when he
I would talk to him like
when he
if we
got
had
out of the
classes
wheelchair, we
together.
played football with him. He played football on the blacktop with us in like 4th grade.
He was cool.
And I was scared as shit to give him the ball, bro.
Bah!
Like,
Get
I was
him
like, nah,
cracked
don't give him
once.
the ball, bro.
Let him run the ball.
He got spinal
Right.
fluid like
It was
dripping
cool,
out his
bro.
bed.
But yeah, I put my nuts on his fucking. I
Did
also,
he know?
huh?
Did he know? Oh, I think Arthur Radusky saw it or someone saw
Yeah,
it.
someone snitched on me,
Yeah,
and I
someone
remember
saw
getting
it.
pulled into Hall's office like the second to last day of senior year, and Downs and Officer Hall
They
are
said
sitting
that's
in
sexual
there,
assault.
and they're like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And I was like, like I said, officer, did that go off again, or did I hear wrong? How long has it been?
No, it's 57 minutes. I didn't go off yet.
All right, well, check it.
Keep talking.
Well, if it's off, then what's the
It's
point?
still going.
All right.
Because
So-
the mic's getting you're drunk.
Yeah, I've had like 4 of these already.
Joe Rogan
So-
gets up in his podcast sometimes.
Huh?
Huh?
You're throwing me off. I don't even remember what I was saying
You
anymore.
listen, you put your nuts on him and
Alright.
I'm get arrested.
No, so I got pulled up
This is
into.
fucking
I pulled up
terrible
to the
story.
office,
So
and
bad.
Downs and Hall are in there, and they're like, "What the fuck did I hear?" And I'm like, "What are you guys talking about?" Like I said, I'm off Zans. I'm high as fuck. This is like in the beginning of the day, and
You're still taking like it's another day in your office.
no, we took Zans the whole. Me and Edward took Zans the whole last week of school.
Before school.
Before school, we'd pop.
Half
We'd
a-
pop
half
a
a
Zan in the beginning, and around like 11, we'd pop the other half.
Y'all were on prescription.
Yeah, we were on some
Prescription time.
shit, bro. But everybody, he's like, "What the fuck did I hear about you?" I'm like, "What are you guys talking about?" They're like, "Please tell me you didn't
That's probably a good
sexually assault a student."
You being on Xan is probably a good thing for you. in
And
this
I was like,
situation.
"What?" I'm like, "That's crazy." And I literally remember my response to them. And they're like, "You put your balls on top of Matthew
Flat.
Bison's shoulders
Yeah.
in the school picture while they were taking the picture." And I'm like, "No, those were Munchkins." I literally remember telling them
That's
that they were
funny.
Munchkins from Dunkin' Donuts.
That's hilarious. That's fire.
Right?
That's fire.
That was pretty good.
Is that how you got away with that?
No, no, that's not how I got away with it. I definitely got away with it because I was cool. Obviously, Officer
No, that's
Hall.
fire though. And,
And-
you being up as
and
Xan helped
Downs.
You being up as Xan helped you in that situation.
Probably because I was like really chill. I was like, you guys are stupid. Like, you guys are just dumb.
Bro, I took it. that just reminded me. I wanted to tell the story earlier. We were talking about tripping, but it really wasn't hallucinogenic. I took when I was living with Joel and Josh and in Towson at the time. You know
Mhm.
who Joel is, the dude. But he
Yeah.
would pop Xans and shit all the time. And one time we went to Applebee's on some dollar drink shit. We had like 3 or 4 drinks. I was chilling. And we're all the way in Towson, and I popped have a Xan with him, like play basketball. It was fun. I was just chilling, like kind of lit, because once you drink with it, you're just lit. And I'm like on go, and Chuck and them are like, we're pulling up to Bentley's in College Park. It's like 9:30, 10 o'clock at this point. I'm like, I'm coming. I'm on my way.
Yeah.
Like I'm on my way. And so I have a drink with me. I'm like, I put some clothes on, got a drink with me, get in the car, and I'm driving to College Park. And on the way there, like I spill my drink on me. So like I take my shirt off and like I have it up on the air conditioner. I'm driving like on the highway, like putting my shirt on the air conditioner.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Setting it. I'm like, I'll be good when I get there. Like, and once I get to College Park, like I'm on some back roads at College Park near Bentley's at this point, and I start calling them like, yo, where y'all there? I'm about to be there, this and that. And I don't see a red light, and there's only one car at the red light in front of me, and I'm going like, you know, probably 25 to 30 miles per hour, and you know maybe have half a second to hit the brakes. I'm probably still going 20 miles per hour, just boom, like smack the fuck out the car.
Will you hit someone?
I hit this dude, bro. So hold on, I need to sit this in my throat.
You want another
Throat
one?
go. Let me get one. But so I hit this dude, right?
Coming right up.
I hit this dude. So
Master Lee.
off rip, I'm like, you know, I'm off the Xan, like kind of lit. Hold up. And fucking
Baila, baila, baila.
yo,
I would have moved. That shit would have
Alright,
been
good.
good.
Alright, so I hit the dude, right? And off rip, I'm just like, oh shit. You know, got my shit in park. and I just get out. Like, I get out the car, and, like, I put the drink down, like, in my cup holder type shit. I'm putting a shirt. I have no shirt on, like, right now. So, we're both outside. So I don't want the cops here. I'm like, all right, let's get the fuck out of here. He goes, and I'm like, let's just hurry up. And he looks at his shit. I'm like, what you want? Like, I was like, you want some bread? I'll throw you bread right now. Like, I said it like that. And he's just like, give me $50, bro.
Oh, he tripping.
He's tripping.
I sent him 75.
I would ask you
I remember sending him $75. I was like,
yeah, you're a good
I
guy,
sent him
but that's
$75.
nothing. What is that gonna? That's gonna fill his tank
Nothing.
up. Like,
Nothing.
You're gonna be good for gas for like
Bro.
2 days. Like.
Nothing. Like, I was like, oh, 75, boom. And my car had a titty on it. Like a little titty on the bumper.
yeah, you were good though.
I was going fast, inertia.
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah.
So I go get this college park, have a good ass night. We get in some crazy fight too. It's funny as shit. But like, yeah, that was it. Next day I got Edward to fix the bumper like that. Like Edward really be coming in. He just fixed
Edward's
my shit
OC.
twice.
I fuck with
Fixed my shit twice all in the span of the day.
Edward fixed my bro. I got T-boned. I got T-boned by a drunk driver. Like actually kind of crazy.
Came up a little bit
on my side.
You sued that. I would have sued. That
I sued him. I came up on like first of all I was a dumbass with the money because I was honestly so stupid. I came up on like 8K.
That's tough.
Which is like smooth. Like I mean, at the time I was only like fucking 18.
Yeah, that's a come up.
So I was like, oh, I got 8K. I blew a band on FIFA, bro, like a dumb
Like
bitch.
Ultimate Team?
On
Yeah,
Ultimate Team.
Team go crazy.
Yeah, I can't wait till next year when I do this
No,
again.
hey, motherfucker, that year, that's actually the last year I played FIFA. That year I had Ronaldinho on my team. I had fucking Kaká. I had like 4 different legends, like the best type of players that you could get.
I was wondering how this motherfucker got all them players.
Yeah,
was
I
like,
put like
bro,
at least like $900 on FIFA.
Yeah,
I
that's
would just
retarded.
Yeah, exactly. And then the rest of it was spent like probably on like weed and like
Yeah, overtime.
yeah.
I'm buying an ounce. We're gonna blow it down.
I should, I was actually, that's crazy. I was thinking about that today because I was looking at, for the first time in like, maybe like 6 months, I opened my Robinhood account because they keep telling me, you need to confirm, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yo, I don't give a fuck about this bullshit.
Yeah.
And so I opened it up and I was thinking about, I remember like when, like back, right when I got that, Ethereum was at like 400 or like 300.
Yeah, how much you buy?
I didn't buy anything. I could have bought Ethereum and sold it at 4K. I was literally doing the numbers. I could have made like at least like 40 something K or like 50K.
From 400 to 4,000. That's times. Yeah.
I made like that much in like Dogecoin.
Yeah, he came up on.
Bitcoin.
Like, you didn't make 50K off those.
No, not 50K, like 8K.
8K, yeah.
I came up on
Javi,
Bitcoin.
bro, Javi told me, bro, and I was a dumbass. Javi made me buy $35 of Dogecoin, like it was
Early.
like 7 years ago, bro. Like 6 years ago, at least we're just out of high school.
I bought Bitcoin.
It was like 0.000034 or something like that.
Mhm.
I bought Bitcoin in like 2019 at like
Could be a
17,
millionaire.
18,000. I bought like 2 bands worth of that shit.
Uh-huh.
And when it got up to 60,000, when it got up to 60,000, I had like $6,000. So I came like 4 bands, but I pulled out like 1,000. And then over time,
And it
I've
went
dumped
down.
more in while it's going down. But now it's back down to like 20,000. So
It'll come back up, bro.
I pulled out 1,000, came up, and now I'm still.
You know
good.
what's
I
crazy?
came up big at a second.
I
like,
bought-
like $4,000, $5,000.
I bought an officially licensed NFT. So there's this, like, it's like officially licensed by Disney. Who owns the fucking Back to the Future. It's either Disney or Universal Studio.
probably.
It's officially licensed by
Maybe
them. It's officially
It's a
licensed
Back
by
to the
them.
Future NFT.
I got the not Mandalorian, the DeLorean full 1-to-1 scalable
Wow.
NFT.
That's retarded.
No, I bought it for like
Explain
$400 or $500.
Yeah, that's retarded.
How much is it worth now?
Huh? It's probably worth shit right now, but I was thinking about it. It's probably worth like
This is
$10.
losing money. This guy.
It's $400 or $500,
No,
bro.
like, did you, like,
But-
I'm guessing you, knowing you, you're intelligent, you researched
So
it.
I thought about it and I was like, all right, look, if not, if it doesn't work out, fuck it. It was all right. It was not like I spent like a couple bands on something. But if it does work out, where the point is like the metaverse is gonna become something, and Nike was dropping the shoes and shit. There's gonna eventually be cars in the metaverse, and then when there's cars in the metaverse, if I have a 1-to-1 fully scalable DeLorean, that's like that would be implemented into I would
what's
have
the scale of a real car in the metaverse? We don't know. What if it's
No,
gonna be
like, so there's,
24
like-
by 24 or something?
No, but that's what I'm saying. 1-to-1 means it's actual size. So like
One
the other
unit
ones,
to one unit, right?
the other ones are small. Yeah.
Oh, 1-to-1. There's only one of this.
No, it's not one of this. There's
It means
I think there's
1-to-1 unit then, technically, right? Like a block. Like locations would probably be like 40.
not 1 times 1. One
X1.
1 2 dots 1.
One. To
I don't know
Yeah,
what the
yeah.
fuck
That's why.
that
That's why I asked. So it's only one of that one.
Whatever.
You don't. It's
Listen, let me
retarded.
tell it, and it might have been when I bought it. I was
I
like,
don't know.
fuck it, let's just
I'm not
buy
gonna
it
be a
because
hater.
No, I mean you're completely right. It's not like I bought it saying like I didn't have my heart and dreams in it where I'm like I'm gonna become rich. I was like, look, if whatever this crazy shit that's going on is going on and it continues, say 50 years from now, I'm gonna at least have something of it.
Spencer told me like a year ago. He was like, yo, let's buy some property in the metaverse, and he was like showing me some shit.
That'd be smart.
But like in my mind, I'm like, it's digital. Couldn't they just expand?
Yeah, they will expand.
People gonna be homeless as fuck.
So then
Homeless as fuck.
In the metaverse.
But got a place in the metaverse.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like Spencer's like, we could sell it eventually or something, and I'm like, yo, it's digital. It's infinite. Like, who would say like, why would my property be
It's
wanted?
let me I'll show it to you. When it says 1-to-1 means it's like the only one. It's the one that's fully scalable. The other ones are technically
1 to 280.
If you think about it, they're like collectibles. Where it's like if we're right here, there's like one that you can sell that's like a little Hot Wheels version.
Yeah.
Then there's one that's bigger, and then there's the one that's outside.
So who says the bigger right one is the 1-to-1 though? You know what I'm saying?
Because it's like.
So what's the other option? What's the other option? 1 to 25? You're saying like?
I'll have to pull it up.
Yeah. So like he has the biggest car type shit.
So
and
I have no. Think about it as 1-to-1 as fully scalable.
I get what you're saying. So that's
it's just fully scalable.
My counter question is there other ones that are in smaller scale?
Yeah,
like 1 to 25.
There's 2 other versions of it.
So what are they? 1 to what?
And
then because if that's the case, I want to ask like, say if it's 1 to 3, if you had 3 of them, do you have 1 now?
No.
So then what can you do with those 3?
You just have 3 small ass cars. Yeah, 1 big ass car.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So then why would you buy these small?
It's like I look.
Like
so I bought my car that's sitting outside, and the other versions are buying like a Hot Wheels version.
Yeah,
of it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But then
either way,
none of that shit makes sense.
It doesn't make sense. None of it makes sense. I bought it because it was the most expensive version. I was like, if I'm gonna buy it, I'm not gonna buy the fucking $25 version. Let me buy the fucking $400 version because if anything's gonna turn a profit 100 years from now, it would probably be this one other than the smaller one. Whatever. I just bought it because I was like,
that's the shit that kills me though, because I want to see profit.
Okay, I guess all I can say, the only reason I feel like it's all null and void, like
it's probably bullshit.
It's because like
it was all bullshit.
It's digital.
Yeah,
you know
it's bullshit.
All they're gonna do is like make it bigger.
I don't believe in this thing.
It's not.
Like I said, I'm just like, this is like whatever the fuck happens with the metaverse and whatever. They stopped talking about that shit, but whatever the fuck happens with it, at least whatever. I might have something that's bullshit or not. Like it's not like I put my hopes and dreams into it.
I guess, dude. I mean, I respect the grind, the investment.
No, that's just dumb as fuck. He lost his bread. He lost $400 or $500.
And then all you're telling me is you lost $400.
That's basically what he's telling. That shit weak.
That's
shit that kills me because like I made so much money quickly with the crypto shit that now it's like, dang, it's gonna take forever to make quick money like that again. So,
Father Stretch My Hands Part 1. When did that drop? High school or after high school?
That was high school.
You've been sitting on this one. That was high school. Yeah,
that was high school.
Because I remember that whole album came out in high school.
No Problem by Chance the Rapper. High school or after high school?
Yeah, who gives a fuck about Chance the Rapper?
Broccoli.
No, that came out after high school.
Broccoli came out during high school. No way.
It came out after high school because that's Lil Yachty and like the one dude.
Lil Yachty's the album dropped or first mixtape dropped
during high school, but that shit dropped after high school.
I have one collectible. This is what I mean by DeLorean. It's the DeLorean time machine.
You ready? April 2016. That's right before graduation.
Damn, for real.
Yeah. We was at Daniel's Dam bumping that shit.
Bro, Daniel's Dam, the last like 2 months of high school.
You're just showing me a picture of the car because I could do the same thing right now.
Congrats. That looks like negative 400 to me.
Yeah. Well, no, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. Daniel. So you're telling me this. If you got into the metaverse.
Let's see how much it's worth
listen
right
to me,
now.
Daniel. If you got into the metaverse right now, like if you could put on a headset.
I'm not going to get into that shit.
So then what? So then you're not going to drive this bitch around? You can't drive that bitch around if you was in the metaverse?
Look, its list price right now is $99. I paid $407 for it.
So you're telling me you're the only person who I never mind.
No, there's look. Let me tell you right now.
It's by scale. That was a dumb question.
There is.
That was a dumb question.
So you lost $300, not $400.
You lost $300, and soon probably $350.
Then
$399.
this shit gonna be worth nothing.
Then they're gonna be like, yo, you owe us money actually now for this.
You got to put that shit on your taxes as a loss.
I don't care.
APR is bad.
I just bought it because I was having fun, bro.
He's saying that now because you made him feel bad about it.
I was saying that 10 minutes ago when I was explaining it.
But no, alright. But do you know this? If you were in the metaverse, like you hopped in with some equipment, like you would, you could drive that shit.
That's what I was thinking.
So okay, I'm asking, I guess. But so then, in theory, then the other people would have to, like, you want to go to Walmart, the metaverse Walmart. 'Cause I heard there was something like that.
They'd have to walk like peasants.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
they'd have to like press
walk
up key. They'd have to press the up key the whole time.
And you would be
And I'd be
pressing the trigger.
whipping that
You'd be
bitch.
pressing the trigger.
I'd be whipping that bitch, exactly.
That's
So
crazy.
basically, that's almost equivalent to buying a car in GTA for $400.
Look, I have
You get what I'm saying?
I have
Like,
one.
You're basically buying a GTA car.
There's
for $400.
12,000 of these.
He spent $1,000 on
Okay,
FIFA,
yeah, I get
so-
that, but it doesn't matter. They're all there's 12,000 other people who probably have it, or at least there's some available.
Yeah, and they can all suck my dick. Is what I'm saying. But they're officially licensed. Like, it's called Vivi. This is like, it's like a
Very vagina.
yeah, very vagina. It's like they've officially licensed Disney products and shit
This
like
is
that.
a D, dog. You're just showing me a D.
No, but they're officially like.
What app is
That shit, it's not even. It don't even say Disney.
You
'Cause that's
guys
not
are-
even the Disney
Yeah,
logo.
it's just-
That's not
No,
even
bro,
Disney logo. That shit
look.
fluke
All
as
right,
fuck.
well, look at it.
That's
That's
not
the dark-
that's not Mickey Mouse. That's Monkey Mouse. dog.
That's the dark
Mickey Mouse.
Monkey Mouse.
Monkey Mouse.
You guys are tripping because it says Mickey Mouse.
What?
The Mickey Mouse
What?
NFT collection.
It
The
just says
Dis-
what?
The Disney Mickey Mouse
might
NFT
get
collection
this app
features.
sued.
Bro,
Yeah.
stop playing.
Yeah.
Y'all
You just gave
retarded.
out Monkey Mouse.
By Walt Disney, you guys are stupid.
That says Wonk Disney.
Somebody slid in Daniel's DM.
I gotta
and
take
got
a
shredded.
piss.
Nah,
bro. Fuck
don't. Nah, don't.
I have to take a piss.
Nah, don't. I
can't-
was holding it. I was holding it.
Alright, fuck. I've drank 4 beers already.
Yeah, I've only had 1.5. I'm not drinking another one after this. How many you got? Let me get one. Let me give one to my dad after this.
I got a 12 pack,
Oh no, maybe not.
but it's better be done.
Yeah, you can. It's fine.
Yeah, no, I wasn't gonna give one to your fucking
I'll
father.
give him this one here.
Dang, Joshua, have you ever been to brunch?
Chill, there's ash in that.
No, it's not. That one has ash. Oh, wait. We didn't even talk
We
about.
didn't talk about it.
We-
But
but-
have you ever been to brunch, Josh?
Like in general?
Like in general, like you go.
Bro,
to
you
like
gotta go to
little
a brunch
spot?
Oh,
with
and
the.
like drinking shit? Nah.
You gotta go to a brunch with the Spanish motherfuckers, bro. That shit is
We be getting lit.
lit.
We be getting lit.
Litty.
Too
hate
lit.
Spanish people.
Too lit.
And then you hop over to P14 where it's bad bitches.
Where was the brunch at?
We went to this place in Gettysburg, South House Garden.
Javi went through. First of all,
I kind of went through it, but I folded, but not really.
What were you
So-
drinking? Mimosas and shit? Like on some brunch shit?
Just most. So
Javi folded trying to keep up with this one bitch that was. She was cute, but
what's it called?
that bitch
So,
was an alcoholic.
I-
Look at this shit.
Wait, what she did?
Wait, this is Javi. This is
Oh,
you
this
know
is
those
the punching shit?
You know those
Yeah,
punching
I've
I've
bags.
always
10.
wanted.
I hit
I've
a
always
10.
wanted. Actually, no, I've done this before. I hit pretty hard. You hit a 10.
I hit a 10.
He hit a 10.
It hit my watch though. It was all watch. It was all watch.
I hit one of these joints before. I was surprised I got high school.
What'd you get?
I don't remember. It was like years ago. It was at the
I have
backyard.
I have the record in El Salvador.
I have
El
a
Salvador
video,
people
bro.
are-
I wish I had a
I hit
video
like
still.
820, 840 something. This
I have a
last
video of
El Salvador?
Chaz.
No, last week.
Stop,
That's
stop
up.
lying. I have a video of.
I'm being so
I have a video
serious.
of Wade like roundhouse kicking it, and like he falls, hits the ground after
That's
the roundhouse.
crazy.
It's like a 3-second video. It's like it's really funny. I can't.
No, I hit like 847 or 8 something.
I don't remember. It was years ago, but I was like, damn, that was fire.
Oosh.
I was just straight.
No, I hooked that bitch.
Nah, I stepped into it.
I know motherfuckers that like hit it straight
Nah,
down.
I'm
I'm like,
straight palm. I'm throwing this.
oh, you
joint.
palmed that joint?
Yeah, I
nah,
straight-
I fist that joint from the side.
I fist it. Nah,
Fist that bitch up.
I remember like hitting a hop step and just like banging it like. bang.
Bruh, either way, my boy Javi, that's why he's not smoking right now. He went through it this last weekend.
on Sunday.
Through
I
it.
did go
But
through
I
it.
want to, and this,
Yeah,
we talked
bro.
about it on the way here. I want to show appreciation for him. There's something, first of all, Javi went crazy, but there's something about guys and keeping it composed while the women are around.
Like, you
Javi,
fucked up.
Javi
Bad
drank
shit.
like shit. Like he was fucked up as fuck. The girl came in the car. We were hitting Jay. She was talking all this shit like we gonna go here, blah blah blah. Her friend ended up like dragging her out. Was like, nah, we're gonna go here. But as soon as the girl left, literally as soon as the girl left, Javi folded back and started opening the door, throwing up. But he kept it cool the whole
Man, you're
time
probably
we were there.
Like,
I was like,
That shit.
I've been there
blew
with
me.
like shit in too before. Like, I got
yeah,
shit
you gotta
so bad.
hold that shit. Congrats, bro.
Good luck.
You did
Yeah,
the right
you did
thing.
it.
You did the right thing.
I didn't eat that. It was the day after the hike. My stomach was still fucked up from shrooms. I went to the gym
Yeah,
in the
it's
morning.
definitely
Didn't eat anything. Pull up. You feel me? Daniel was like, "Yo,
Yeah,
pull up to the brunch."
Ate at brunch at least.
I get a whole pizza.
I ate
It's
more
like
than him.
7 pizzas.
More than
like,
his food.
Yeah. Basically, I only ate like 2 pieces of pizza. This girl to the right,
Pizza.
she's feeling me. I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm about to get lit. So
Javi OD.
we start getting lit.
Javi OD. That's my dog. Just like fuck out of here. I
I
wasn't gonna
take it.
give
I was
it.
gonna
To
take it.
I wasn't gonna give it to him
Alright, yeah, I don't
anyway.
even want that shit no more. And then we're like literally, so they give you like unlimited pictures. for like an hour and a half, or till like 3 whenever the brunch is over.
Individual pictures.
So everybody has an individual picture. So I got a picture. She got
picture of mimosas.
Mimosas.
They got mimosas. I got screwdrivers. This is vodka and orange juice. I can't do it. First of all, mimosas are for bitches.
Mimosas taste good.
No, they
a screwdriver don't be tasting good.
Mimosas,
no, they don't.
You could chug a whole like.
Bro, but I'm not drinking for the shit to taste good. I'm drinking to get drunk. Let's be honest.
You drink like 2 mimosas real fast, you get a little.
Mimosas are disgusting. They're not a good lit, bro. I had the greatest time being lit.
No, okay, I agree. Wine drunk sucks.
Wine drunk and champagne drunk sucks.
Wine. Like that, yeah, you just get
it's not the same thing as wine. It's carbonated.
Okay,
asshole.
but it's the exact same. Type
yeah, but
of
carbon has like this,
that's like
elements.
Drinking, okay, yeah, maybe like drinking a beer. It makes you more bloated too, I guess. Yeah, you're right. Okay, opposed to a screwdriver.
I fucking hate the fucking Orientals, bro. The Orientals, like Josh already. Alright, we go ahead.
I'm just getting a little max. I got pissed so bad.
I have to pee, but you only had 2 beers.
I gotta hold it.
But yeah, my boy went through, but he kept it together, and I'm actually really proud of you. But I wanna commend you on that.
That's tough.
Kept it together in front of the bitches.
You weren't LVP. You weren't LVP. You was like most improved or some shit.
Definitely. But Josh, do you remember one time though? This is a big.
Why y'all tell us? I'm actually about to go pee.
Alright, go ahead.
Outside on the pool table.
I think you can pee in there. Just watch out for spiders.
I'm cool with spiders.
But this is a throwback. This
Caligula.
Only me and Josh gonna know this.
Right? Caligula? Oh, that's moving.
Whatever.
No, that's moving.
Remember when I threw up in Chuck's basement? Bricks ago.
Yeah, because we used to always go at the end of the night. It was like that was headquarters. We just sleep on the ground and shit. Were you on the bed?
No, I was not on the bed. There was Chuck and his shorty was on the bed, and you was on the side with like the one shorty. Then Michael was over there.
Oh,
and I should have never. First of all,
I did have a shorty.
I was gonna stay at Brett's house, but then Chuck's like, nah, Javi, let's go.
Yeah, we wanted you to come to. It would have been better for you, bro. First off, Brett's house, like you don't know what you're gonna sleep around. Like that shit crazy in there.
But anyway, I always slept at Brett's house anyway. But
I hated sleeping at Brett's house.
I pull up to the basement. All I remember is I'm like laying on like the floor, but like here's the bed. I'm like on the floor. I just wake up, throw up, and then I go back to sleep.
Just didn't even realize it.
And then I wake up, throw up again.
Then did we clean that shit up? Type shit.
We ain't clean that. I ain't cleaned it up.
And we were probably like, dang, we probably didn't even notice it. I remember you sleeping over that night. How many times? That was the only time you spent the night at Chuck's?
That was the only time I
For real?
Yeah, I threw up.
Because every time we go to Brett's, that was like we go there. I remember vividly like the time you came with Tony and shit. Brett's house was crazy, bro.
We used to just be there like when
so
there was no moves, it was just like
it was so safe. That was like
so horny.
Brett's house was so safe in the sense that like we could get like belligerently drunk, don't give a fuck about nothing because we were just in our territory. Like
exactly.
Like, that shit was fire, and people would come to us.
You know what's crazy?
Like other high schools and shit, they would try to come to their type shit. That shit was fire.
This was crazy. I was cool with all y'all and like everybody. I never went to Brett's house.
Yeah, I don't know. That shit was dope.
No, I know. Like, it would be like, yo, we're going to Brett's house, and I'd be like, oh no, I'll just go home.
Yeah,
like, we'd be at Mark's house and shit.
There, yeah, Mark wouldn't even go there.
Maybe that's why, I don't know.
I don't know, bro. Like
I just like cooling it.
I just remember freshman year football season. Like I used to bug the shit out. Like Chuck and Brett. Like I just like was trying to. Like I guess I was just being funny and shit. Like trying to fuck with them. And they were like, "You want?" I was telling them like, because I remember going to high school being like, I smoked weed a couple times in the summer before. So I'm like, I'm just remember going there and be like, yeah, I smoke, I drink, like this and that. Like I drank one time in the summer. Like I was just like, I'm ready to go. Like I'm trying to hit parties and shit. So like I was bugging him, and like little did I know, Brett's house was literally like
the spot.
So Brett was like, "All right, you can come here, like come on Fridays."
That's lied. I think I might have went once.
I had my mom's drop me off type shit. Like
that's crazy.
Knocked on the door. I'll always remember that shit too. Like there's this older motherfucker named like Pat Kelly. He was like friends with Brett's older brother. He's like from like Pilati area, I think actually for real. And I'm like, yo, he opens the door. He's like, "What's up?" And I'm like, "This is Brett's house." And he's like, "Nah, that's the Davis resident. This isn't the Davis." Like he like said some shit like that. I was saying it, and I'm like, "Oh shit, all right." Like I'm about to turn around type shit. Like my mom already dipped. Like I'm about to start like fuck it. I don't know where it's at. Like he fucked. Like I almost thought he was like
they played you.
Me.
Yeah.
And he he's like, "Nah, say nah, fuck with you." And he comes in there. I go in there and like it's like 4 p.m. It's just him, Pat Kelly. And like Sean Hamilton's older brother, and like, and I'm just saying, they're like, yeah, this is Josh, he's a Frenchman. And I'm like, and they're hitting hookah, and I'm just like,
that's tough.
I immediately just,
we need a
I just remember the
hookah,
moment
bro.
I went to Brett's house, bro. Like it was just on go. Like I got there, just hit hookah. Like Brett's like, here's 2 shots of like Svedka. Burnett's. Like I'm taking shots. I'm drunk as shit. Like I just remember all that shit, bro. Like that shit just was crazy. Like I don't know, it was nuts.
Yeah, no, I was getting lit. That's crazy because I only came my junior year type shit.
Reservoir was a high school party. I thought you came sophomore year.
Nah, I was only
But
there
Reservoir
junior,
was
senior
lit.
year.
Damn.
I mean, it was lit for the people that could make it lit, but because
Reservoir was Reservoir.
I had a
tough.
fucking great
I'll tell you
time.
what, like Howard County itself was a great party school county, and Reservoir
going to like Atherton and River Hill parties, that shit was
Reservoir
lit.
being on the border of Howard County, where Laurel touches PG, right? Was perfect.
Yeah, because I know some cool motherfuckers from Laurel too.
Because the people
From Laurel,
the people from this area are tough. You go to anywhere else in Howard County, the people aren't the same.
No,
Like,
Laurel
I'm
is
not-
it.
yeah,
No,
like,
Laurel is.
they're not
I mean,
the
well, I
same.
mean, I guess like Columbia has some type of cool people. Everywhere else,
They're
Laurel
not
and
the
Columbia.
same.
It's not.
No, they're
it's
not.
It's
They
like
think
it's
they're
like
from-
more
they think
Baltimore.
they're- yeah, I was
It's
just about to say,
Baltimore.
they
All right,
think
yeah,
they're-
that's
they think
facts.
they're
We're actually
Baltimore.
realistic.
We're just like, no,
from
we're some DMV ass motherfuckers. Some people might say they're from DC when they live in Laurel, like the PG Montgomery side. They're like, I'm from DC.
the PG
Yeah.
side, but that's way.
But,
That's 30
like,
minutes
I
away
wore
from
khakis
DC.
to high school.
Get
Like,
the
nah,
fuck-
like,
yeah.
like you're from Laurel.
Like Javi, bro. Javi swore he was from.
I'm from Silver Spring.
Silver Spring's tough.
But, like,
Don't say
we
you're
was
from-
born-
if you say you're from DC,
Silver
then-
Spring?
if you're from Silver
Was
Spring,
born, me and Javi was born
if
in
you
the
say
same
you're from
hospital.
Silver Spring, if you say you're from DC and you're from Silver Spring to someone from DC,
That's ugly.
that's some disrespectful shit. Like almost like to that point. Like they just like, bro, what are you
That's
talking
ugly.
about? It's not no fucking DC. I'm from Kenilworth.
You
Nah,
from Jay?
nah, I'm good. Or Kensington. Nah, I'm good.
You know what I'm saying?
Kensington. That's funny.
Yeah, I'm not hitting that. I'm good. I don't want to hit a. I haven't hit a backwood. I hit a backwood one time with you when we filmed on the car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no.
Greatest time of your life, right?
No, I can't.
bet.
I hit it. I can't even enjoy it. Can't even enjoy that shit.
I can still smoke backwoods, but I much rather do papers.
Sheet
But
and
what?
funnel. You don't fuck. You fuck with funnel in the sheet, or just paper.
Bro, if
I
I'm,
do straight
that's what I'm
naked.
saying.
I do
If
straight
I'm,
naked.
That's what college.
if I'm
people
gonna
do
smoke
now.
a paper,
Straight
I'm
naked?
smoking
yeah,
it
I'd be like, I
straight.
can't do that, bro. Like I was over there, I was like,
So
hitting
that,
tongs, I, like,
that's
I
what I'm
can't
saying.
do it.
What's the fucking point of that?
What?
Just straight
What's the
naked?
fucking point of hitting sheets in funnel, but you can't hit it backward? Like, if I'm gonna
Because
smoke a paper,
I can pick how much. It's way less tobacco. That's why. That's just straight up. No, and it
what
strikes.
a fucking bitch.
It's a different strike too, though. Like, and it strikes as hard. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
You
But
put-
if I
just-
if I smoke a
some
paper,
Ivy
it's
City
butt
funnel.
naked.
Ivy City Funnel is from DC. It's literally just got a picture of like the state capitol and shit on it.
Yeah.
You are the national capital. You put that shit in the J, bro. You don't even need to put like I swear, like, cause Andre be like, you put too much in it. I'm like, yo, think about how much tobacco a backwood is. You wrap that bitch. I'm like, look how much tobacco.
The high, the high is different, and it really depends
Yeah.
what you smoking on too.
I
Like
don't
if you
like
smoke,
smoking butt niggas though.
if you smoking on some bullshit, you might as well just put funnel on that bitch, get a little head high or whatever.
Yeah, I don't
But-
even know if I want to, because that shit will eventually give me a headache if I smoke that too much. Like, there's been times where, like, I'll buy some shit for the low from, like, you know, like, obviously, like, people we know, and, like, they be like, I got something. I'm like, oh, I'll try some of that shit. I'll smoke, like, 3 J's of that shit throughout the day, like, and I'll just have the meanest headache. I'm like, bro, I can't do this. I'll
but
literally
yeah,
go out my
you
way
want
and buy
another
some
beer?
Zai, like,
I'm straight.
You sure?
yeah.
Come on, bro.
Oh, give me
I'm not
another beer.
drinking
Give me
that.
another
Oh,
beer.
look at that. It's a bug. Kill that bug.
Where?
Right there by the back of the back hat. Black hat. Kill that bug. It's like a little gnat.
Oh,
Bet. Did you get him?
yeah, it's on the hat.
So what y'all listening to on y'all playlist right now? Like, what is y'all? What is,
PMB.
Fuck
PNB
that
Rock.
dude.
So I'm not gonna lie. When I leave out of work, I work in Mercy Hospital in downtown Baltimore.
Yeah.
So like the quick get myself out of the city part is lit. Like I love. I'm off work. Like, you know what I'm saying. I roll the windows down and I crank. And like this earlier this week, last week I was just bumping PNB on the way out type shit. You know what I mean? Like that shit's like. And I never really listen to PNB other than like he has 2 songs with X that's fire.
Yeah, that's the only time I've ever
Little
heard that
Child,
motherfucker.
Little Child and
Smash.
Nah,
not Smash.
the one after What You Gonna Do? I don't know. It's only after X dropped. His album after he died. It's called Postmortem album.
Oh, he has another one after
Man.
that.
After
That's
X died,
disgusting.
after X died, they dropped a Postmortem album.
I am hip, but I thought he also had a song with X on the second album X dropped with like the question mark with the white cover.
Yeah,
did
Hope,
he really?
uh,
Okay, so he has 3 songs.
Changes?
that released with them.
Changes, and then he has the other one.
He has
He has-
Middle Child.
he has
Mama,
2 on there.
I had 3. Me, I'm the middle child.
know
In
that
the
song.
street, I was running wild. I'm gonna run up in your fucking house.
That's cool.
I don't know, but PNB
I was-
Rock, bro, RIP, that shit sucks.
It really doesn't.
It does suck because, like, I mean, like, it was funny because the biggest thing they talked about it was like, oh, it's his fucking girlfriend's fault, this and that.
I mean,
Did you read it? Did you hear about that at all?
yeah, I mean, no, I did. I
don't-
guess you can understand the point where they're saying like it's the girl's fault for posting
You know what it
location,
is? You know what it is though? It's his fault for not fucking sending her
checking
shit in the first place.
or just
Sending her shit
checking
in the first
in.
place. Like, don't you ever put this shit? Don't
Yeah.
ever.
So-
like, he's
But
like,
the
she
thing
be
is that
tripping.
No, but
that's what they're
apparently,
saying.
like,
She never has done that before.
She no, she has, but like
He said it in a podcast.
he took away her Instagram for a little bit, and like he took her whole shit away and then gave it back.
Yeah, motherfuckers not like.
Well, that's not how you.
Bitch is
Obviously,
not
that's not how
hip.
you do it.
Bitch is not hip.
Obviously, that's not how you do it. You
But-
gotta
operate in a
teach
certain
game.
way,
You
yeah.
gotta teach game.
LA is a
Gotta
completely
Nah,
different.
for
Yeah,
sure,
because
yeah.
there's people who, there's
You know how like
You can't be doing that shit. Yeah, you
that was
can't
on
be.
him.
and like,
That was on him.
but either way, like
That was on him.
he's in LA with a bunch of chains on. He's driving around in a Maybach. Like you're being hot, and then he's at like
Yeah.
one of the hottest Roscoe's in the LA.
Yeah,
yeah,
it was at
That's
the
like-
it was at the Inglewood Roscoe's. Like, come
Like-
on, bro.
No, yeah. I mean, I'm just saying like it was funny that this
Motherfucker eat in the hotel.
This shit like
Fuck.
like the inner misogynistic in me is like, yeah, dumb bitch. Like, what is you doing? But like, yeah, like on the real shit, like on as a man type shit, like you gotta set her straight. Like, teach her the principle, not tell her don't slap her on the wrist every time it happens.
Or
You
also
gotta
as a
teach her
man,
the
put
principle
yourself
off her.
don't be putting yourself in situations that
Imagine the
that
kids
could
that-
happen. Like that's just not gonna happen if you had breakfast at fucking Hollywood Boulevard. You'll wanna go and be
People
flashy.
get robbed
He
in
wanna
Hollywood
be
Boulevard,
flashy
too.
in the hood. Like
It's
what the
just-
fuck is gonna happen to you?
It's just I don't know. Academics saying some shit like 90% of rappers are getting robbed in LA, and people in LA they're not posting it. It's just whatever what it is. But
LA is crazy because they like decriminalized a bunch of shit.
Yeah, they're low police force.
Yeah, and like they
It's like that. It's like that in Seattle.
that
real bad.
defund the police shit don't fucking
It-
work. But
it-
LA
it-
is the worst it's
I mean,
ever
like,
been.
I hate to sound
bruh.
like because that's technically a political topic, so that shit's retarded. But like, that's facts. Like, come on.
It's true,
Just
bro.
look at common sense. Yeah, there's a lot of shitty police, but like, if you want better police, you unfortunately have to.
You
give them
need more,
money.
yeah,
You need more-
exactly.
You need more than and more money to go into to teach them better. Like,
I don't
unfortunately,
know.
I think that the federal government doesn't use the money like the way they.
But
say
then
it.
again, you gotta think. I mean, if you think about it from the police standpoint, imagine being the LAPD where you have to deal with motherfuckers from LA.
B&B Rock's girlfriend posted on. Yeah, they're just like, oh, we got to go to Roscoe's and pick up this dead body. It's millions of dollars, and isn't that worth?
That's just like yeah,
It ain't-
exactly.
it
That's
ain't-
their day-to-day
Yeah, it
job.
ain't no Laurel police. Like, yeah.
Shout out Howard County PD.
That's why I said Howard County Police. Like when people try to shit on, like I mean, there's a lot of shit behind Baltimore County or Baltimore City Police, but they apparently they came out and found out like the past like 5 years, like they were kind of getting tipped off to not follow jurisdiction or something. But I didn't read into it deep, but at the same time though, it's like Baltimore City Police don't got it like Howard County Police got it. Like Howard County Police just sit there, bro. They be bored.
Yeah, no, they be
Baltimore
chilling.
City Police, like-
shutting down high school parties.
Bro,
the entire time.
yeah, shutting down high school
They be having
parties.
fun doing that shit. Like Baltimore City Police, like I kind of get it. Like you better not be a fucking pussy and be a Baltimore City Police.
Uh-huh.
If I run into a Baltimore City Police and he's a fucking pussy, I'm gonna be upset with him. Like, why the fuck are you doing this? You're risking your life and other motherfuckers' lives
Yeah.
too because you just don't know how to act. That shit does piss me off. Like I be following shit on Facebook. It's called Police the Police, and it's like these people. It's a real organization, and people will go. For instance, what they really do a lot. You'll see videos on on YouTube. They'll go to like a police station, and they're just recording the police station. You know, they're recording the fence, the building, the address, and police will come out. A policeman will come out and be like, "What are you doing? Let me get your license."
I've seen that on
And he's like-
Snapchat.
and he's like,
he's
"Fuck
the
you."
auditor.
Yeah, and he's like, "Fuck you! I don't gotta give you a license. I'm in public grounds. I have the right to. I film blah blah blah." And like says all the
Mhm.
section code 8, and then the cop's like, he said, "Get your supervisor because you're obviously about to lose your fucking job." Like they say, and the
Yeah,
cop,
yeah,
and
I
the
watched
supervisor-
those joints.
And the supervisor always comes out as like, "You're free to go."
He's
sir."
like, yeah, you're good. You can
Yeah.
do whatever you
And then
want.
the cop's like, "Yeah."
That's
you
like
can do
it's the Young Turks. That's who does
shit
those
like- yeah,
videos.
you know what's funny is the Young Turks used to be crazy.
Hell yeah, bro! I remember watching the Young Turks in like 6th grade.
Yeah, but they used to be like way different. They used to be like.
Well, they used to be like politically correct.
Yeah,
but
like,
now they're.
now they just post like police the police.
Well, they actually post like the
Anything,
whole
yeah.
spectrum.
Yeah.
Like, they have politically correct people.
Yeah,
and they
back in
have
the day, it used to be that
unpolitically
one white woman,
Politically
that
correct.
one white woman, and that one dude who's like
The
racially ambiguous.
Indian dude,
He was
yeah,
Indian or
yeah,
something,
yeah,
like-
yeah.
And he'd be like, yeah, and like, it'd
Yeah.
be like, I used to watch it and be like, this is garbage.
What was the shit we used to watch in high school?
CNN.
See, that boy, bruh, think about it, bruh. They're really
They
fucking
bring-
plugging that shit in our head from
That's
the
why.
beginning.
That's why
That was like 6th grade.
The one class where I could say I was a bad kid, like Vanessa Mencia came out.
Shout out Vanessa,
she's
love
tough.
you. That's
I love
my
Vanessa.
dog. That's
she
my
was in that
dog.
class with me. So that motherfucker would play that shit and also would just talk about like obviously political biasness, and we were in government class, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would be like, that's political, but like I would be funny as shit. I'd be like, you're being biased. Like I would say shit like that, and he would hate me, bro. Like, and he would play CNN and shit, and I just wouldn't like. I'm not paying attention to shit. Like I'd be like, yo, this is just you're just feeding me one propaganda, and like at least feed us both, or just be no.
Yeah.
Be neutral, man.
For real,
like,
yeah,
Be
or-
your be a real teacher and teach us government.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then
just teach us and let us decide.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
actually crazy. But at the
Sick.
time that it's
I'm so
happening,
mad.
you don't think about it like
Yeah.
that. We're just like, oh, we get to watch a fucking cool video
I hated
every
that
week.
shit. I hated that shit. I'm not gonna lie. I hate that
Yeah,
shit.
I liked it.
Y'all
I
was
liked
mad
it.
engaged in school, huh?
I-
That's crazy.
This motherfucker didn't know how to spell his name.
I was struggling spelling my name. Y'all was.
Nah, I hated
y'all
that
was-
shit. Yo, funny shit too. That motherfucker, I always remember. So one day, do you remember? You know Daniel Kim?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my dog. Like I had so many classes with him.
Of course, that's your dog.
so
You guys
I-
probably went to church
So
together or something.
Nah, almost. Like basically, because I did go to a Korean church. I would sit next to him like right here type shit desk, and there was an empty desk on the edge. I'm like, if I open up my backpack and everything's fucking broken in this shit, dog,
Yeah, that's crazy.
I opened the shit up. He shattered a glass little polo cologne. Shattered cologne all over my shit on my headphones.
That's wild.
Broke my Beats headphones, the in-ear Beats headphones, wired. Broke them. Spilled my whole backpack smelled like cologne, and all my papers were fucked up. And like literally, I was just like, I just was mad as shit. And I don't remember. I think I ended up leaving or something. I was like, yeah, I'm dipping. Like,
Yeah.
and he calls my dad. I mean, I may have finished class, honestly, knowing myself. I think I stayed there, but I was like, yo, you're a dickhead. Like, I'm definitely not moving out. And he I think he even let me stay type shit, like, in the seat.
That's actually crazy.
I get home from school that day, like, after football practice or some bullshit, and my dad's just like, yeah, you're fucking, my dad's like, you're fucked. Like, your teacher called me, and I said, what'd he say? I just remember being like, what'd he say? He said, yeah, he said you want to move over the seat. I'm like, yeah, I did that. And he's like, and then he said, you put your backpack down, you made a big deal about it. I put my backpack down. I'm like, and I was like, I can get everyone in the whole class vouch for me. That motherfucker smacked, and I showed him, like, look at all the shit's fucked up. And my dad's like, it don't matter, and I'm like, my dad's like real Republican, bro. I said, Dad, he's fucking liberal as fuck, teaches government, makes us watch, like, CNN.
And he was like, fuck that
My
guy.
dad literally, like, the dude, I think he had to talk with him again, and my dad was like, yeah, it's not my fucking problem. Like, handle it yourself, you're the teacher. Like, never had a problem with that motherfucker again. Like, he called Vanessa's parents, too, I remember, because Vanessa talked to me about it, like, when we were in class. It was me and Vanessa, we were just dickheads, and we sat next to each other, like, almost the whole year.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we were menaces, bro.
Vanessa's a menace.
She's hilarious.
I love Vanessa.
Vanessa's one of the funniest.
I've been in school with Vanessa forever.
Yeah, I didn't.
And the thing is, me and Vanessa, I was just crazy. I was actually talking about this yesterday with someone. They're like, her family, like, so she's got older cousins and everything. Like, she's got the twins. She's got like the Sayas cousins, like all of them. My brother grew up with them, so like all the family parties that we ever had or they ever had. Eventually, I started showing up at them and shit like that. So me and Vanessa go way back.
You know who was funny as shit back in Gorman days too? Like cool as shit, funny as shit. Like we were young, but I remember that. Cara Dad.
Castillo.
Yeah, Cara Dad was funny.
Cara Dad was funny as fuck. She was
Instagram.
cool. I don't think I follow her anymore.
Yeah, she told Vanessa like Vanessa in high school like came up to me one day in the hallway and was like, yo, Cara Dad wants to go smack at you or some shit like that. I forget.
Sure.
She actually looked alright. I'm about to go to the bathroom real quick. I gotta take a piss.
Yeah, bitch. Fuck. But yeah, Javi been quiet for a minute, bro. What's going on?
Y'all talking about y'all middle school, y'all teachers. I was not there. I was not present. I was out in DC going to middle school.
How was Pilates?
Pilates was
like
Pilates was
private
whack.
school is like a weird thing for me.
Private schools is weird because like I think so. Pilates was like for all the kids that like their parents had a decent money. And they didn't want to send them to like Bowie or like Duval with like Cuticle and shit like that. So like they was like, we just gonna send you Pilates because Pilates was not crazy. Like
Chase Young came from Pilates.
Chase Young, yeah.
Shout out
Chase Young.
Shout out the
Number one
Redskins.
draft. Yeah, the Commanders.
The Redskins.
The football team, whatever the fuck they're called.
The Indians. The beheaded Indians.
Nah, Pilates was cool, but it just wasn't. It
I want to
wasn't.
ash in your drink, man.
I'm not drinking it again.
It's like, nah, that's crazy.
It was cool. Me personally, I ain't fuck with it. Like that shit was weak. I remember, I went to, or I told mom I was like, yeah, I'm not going to Pilates next year. She was tripping out. I was like, nah, this shit weak as fuck. Like,
Was Reservoir better?
than Pilates?
Was Reservoir more betterer?
Academically and football wise, no, but I definitely had more fun at Reservoir than I did.
Reservoir
at
was
Pilates.
fun. Bro, Reservoir was fun as fuck. We had a good ass time.
Yeah, everything was lit. Like, I felt like I got what I wanted because at Pilates everybody lived like in the cut, like.
Yeah, from far away from.
And nobody lived close to each other. Here, everybody just lived close to each other.
Hey,
so
Josh is a bitch. It still looks good, right?
Yeah.
Even with me laying back.
Yeah. We got like, I just want to say decompression zone. I hate to be that guy, but decompression process now.
What does that mean?
You got to decompress.
What do you mean?
We got, you know.
Bro, we said we were doing a long ass pod.
It's been an hour 40.
That's not even enough.
That's
I want a long ass pod.
We gotta gradually go our way up. Our last one was 45 minutes.
Yeah, but honestly, in my mind, I imagine either our pods or like a personal pod of my own, just being like a 2.5 hour conversation with someone. That shit is lit.
I mean, like
you
the
get to really know
the
someone
podcast.
like
So like, which podcast do y'all watch? BB like.
Only I used to back in the day when I was back in the day when I was running around. I don't want to hang out with you, bro. Say no. I got bits. Say no. Back when I was driving around for work a lot and I was really listening to podcasts, I fucked with King and the Sting.
King of the Sting stuff. That's like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah, I know. I listened to all of it. I used, and that was when I realized, okay, I can't fuck with Brendan Schaub. Like that's the only reason I fuck with Brendan Schaub.
He's alright.
Yeah, but he's a dumbass. He's stupid. But
yeah.
As for a podcast, I can listen to him. Like him and Theo fun. Like Theo just makes fun of him. He tries to make fun of him back, and Theo's are funny as shit.
Now they got Chris D'Elia on it.
I haven't watched it in years. But
Chris D'Elia's funny as fuck,
I used to submit to Kings, and you know, I used to be a fan submission. I'm like, "What's up, King?" Buzz. Yeah, I used to try to
buzz gang.
I emailed them like 2 or 3 videos before I asked them funny.
Boy,
I was trying to put myself on, bro. I was trying to be funny at the time. Like I really was trying to make myself.
That's tough though. But I guess, yeah.
Obviously, Joe Rogan. I've listened to a lot of Joe Rogan podcasts. Like that's the best podcast I've ever listened to. I'll still listen to Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan's a goat.
Like I still listen to Protect My Parks. I just listened to the last.
Protect My Parks is the best fucking podcast ever.
He just had fucking Mark Zuckerberg. I listened to like half of that joint. I listened to some.
I actually listen to all of them when they come out. Even
sometimes you get put onto some cool ass shit.
Yeah.
Like Ali Sadiq, right? I didn't know who he was. They dropped a podcast on like 6 months to a year ago at this point, and he was funny as fuck. He's a comedian. I didn't know who he was really like that.
Yeah.
And
you be out with other people that you don't know about.
But and they be putting me on. Like he put me on to Theo Vaughn, bro. Like back when he first had Theo Vaughn.
For real?
I didn't know who Theo Vaughn was back in like 2018, 2019.
Yeah, but that's crazy. How long have you been watching the Joe Rogan podcast?
2018, I started listening to him.
I think I'm around like. Definitely, like, probably 2017, 2018.
Yeah, because
it was in college.
I'll always remember, like, I don't know, yeah, back then, they, like, 2018, 2019, they had, like, there was one with Donnell Rollins and RZA from Wu-Tang Clan. That's the one to this day is, like, my favorite one. Because RZA is telling you so much shit, like, teaching you game, teaching you history, and then Donnell Rollins is just drunk. Even Donnell was the dude from like he's like the crackhead from like Chappelle Show.
Yeah.
He just like he's like RZA don't know. Like he's like saying shit like that. And I'm just like, bro, I'm driving around for work geeking. I'm like yo, and I'm learning a bunch of shit. Like RZA taught me this. You want to hear some crazy shit? The top 2 cereal producing companies. Do you know them right now to this day?
Kellogg
and
I don't know.
They make Fruity Pebbles. I think it's a spoon.
I know what you're talking about. I don't know that. Yeah.
Post.
To this day, right? So since they've ever existed, this is what RZA taught me. I'm probably not butchering, but this is I tell people this all the time because it's cool. Clark Kellogg was a doctor, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he had a lot of old he had a lot of old patients. Like that's how his practice was, I guess. And they couldn't eat. You gotta remember, like sick old people wouldn't eat. So he found out that if you like made grains and you like got it and put it with milk, they would get a lot of protein, this and that. Like, so he created cereal. So him and his brother were like, let's come up and make his brother was like, yeah, let's make this a business. And the brother Clark Kellogg was like, nah, we gotta keep it as medication for the like I don't want to make this like a monopolized thing or anything like that. So him and his brother part ways, and his brother makes Post cereal. And then Clark Kellogg's like, nah,
so it's
fuck
the same
that.
family.
Clark Kellogg goes, nah, fuck that. I'm making Kellogg. It's rooted from brothers, bro, and they
That's
own
crazy.
this family.
That's
Probably
like
still to this day.
multi-billion.
Own both. Like,
that's
and no one knows. We don't know that shit.
Yeah.
Like, that just shows how like capitalism can work in some aspects. The rich get richer and they maintain.
That's like basically. What's crazy about like monopoly? There's still monopolies to this day, bro. They're just spread out into firms and shit like that.
Like CNN and Fox.
Yeah,
they get
under
told
the same.
to put on.
Yeah, exactly.
Turners and shit like they put that same.
Bro, the Mars company is the company that has like Skittles, Snickers, all of them. It's like everything, but like
Hershey.
They're different brands. You think of them as different brands, but they're literally the same fucking brands.
Same person's making the same money.
Exactly.
Like, wait, but. Battle.
That's a crazy thing about monopolies. They say they got rid of that shit. They didn't.
Yeah.
Adidas or Adidas in other countries. Adidas and Adidas. I think Adidas is a last name. You know his brother or cousin. I forget.
It's like Nike.
Puma.
Oh, Puma.
Puma.
Yeah.
Boom.
Puma and Adidas, same family.
Boom.
No, I don't even know it.
Nike and Jordan.
Yeah.
The black
Jordan
people.
Britain.
Black people went crazy.
During the slave ship.
Yeah. Yeah, it's about a slave ship. The funniest comeback I ever got.
About a slave ship. The funniest.
The funniest
those words
comeback.
together.
You remember like back in like middle school, like everybody would tell like racist ass jokes. Like I've been called a beaner and everything under the sun. Like
that's not cool.
your parents are construction work, all that shit. But like
Mow
in
my
middle,
lawn.
it's funny,
Mow my
bro.
lawn.
Mow my
Cross the
exactly all that
border,
shit.
like,
Like
where's your
went
green
back.
card?
Yeah, exactly. All
Sweaty
that
bag.
shit. Yeah,
You
keep
smell
going.
bad.
You fucking chink, bro. Shut up. The fucking. I remember the craziest comeback I ever heard was, this guy told this kid at the time, told this, it was like a Hispanic and a black kid. I don't remember if it was like Edward. I remember it was one of my Hispanic friends, and they told this black kid, or the black kid told them like, how many Mexicans can fit in a car, or like how many of y'all can fit in a car. And it was like, he said some ridiculous number, like 100,000 or something like that, like some crazy shit. And this kid said back to him, like, how many black people can fit in a ship? And he's like, I don't know. And he's like, it was like the exact number of like 200 or like 100,000 in the Middle Passage when they used to stack black bodies on top. And I remember that I was like, oh, what the fuck did you just say?
Apparently they did do that.
No, they did do that, but it was like the craziest fucking comeback I ever heard in my life. It shut the motherfucker up like quick as shit, but it was just like, holy shit. But I mean, this is back when you're like fucking 11 years old.
I remember
You get arrested.
Saying, yeah, now as an adult, yeah, but when you're 11, like, I hope and I'm pretty sure that kids to this day still fuck with each other on the same level, bro. Like,
for sure.
Like kids be saying,
Actually, no, that's not true.
You don't think so?
Not with this new generation, like your brother's age and my brother's age type thing.
Well, my nephews.
Imagine the wacky parents that age right now with their kids, teaching them that like you can't do
I
that.
guess, yeah, but well, at least my
They're, like,
nephews.
tell
the kids now are politically
My
correct.
nephews are
I
black and
believe it.
Hispanic. My nephews are black and Hispanic, and they always tell me like,
So it's gonna be a race-based thing.
huh?
It's like, no, I'm fucking with you.
Nah, but they always tell me that like, when they play around with their friends and shit, they're joking about like, oh, you're black, oh, you're Asian, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, like that's how we used to play around and shit like that.
Yeah,
Like,
you should. I mean, public school.
I went to all Hispanic school, my middle school, so it was like
Just calling everyone being.
everybody was a beaner, but
we was like in gangs and shit. Like I remember one time there was this kid who like he's like I'm gonna be president one day, and we beat the fuck out of him. He was like, you're not about to be president.
You're not
fucking
about to be shit,
dumbass."
bitch.
You're not even born in the first-
Yeah, like you're not about to be president. And we like whooped his ass because
Obama wasn't born
he
yet.
thought he was gonna be the president.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
We
what
still
a-
haven't seen the certificate.
We really haven't, bro.
On some real shit.
But bits. I got some funny shit written down that
some shit.
I actually have some shit that I've been saving up for a while.
All right, let's. Yeah, no, I want to hear it because we do
All
have
right.
to drive this. Damn, look at this photo. Damn, it was just in my recommended photos. Now it's gone.
Alright, this is a funny premise, I guess.
Mhm.
Women who wear butt plugs,
Mhm.
what do they do when they have to shit or after they shit? Like, if you have a butt plug in and you have to go take a shit, obviously you take it out,
Mhm.
like, and then you shit and then you put it back in. Like the inside of your ass is still full of like shit, right?
It's like a shower drain. Like, do you put the shower drain back on?
Right, like I just
You
thought
wanna
about it.
know.
I was
You
like, what do
wanna know.
like what do you have to like, or does it make you like want to shit more and like, make you not want to shit? I don't know. Like, what do women and men nowadays? Nowadays,
I'll tell you what. If you said
crazy
that,
ass climate, you know what I mean, making people motherfuckers gay and shit.
no homo.
No. But what do they do? I'm interested, bruh. I
Yo,
want to know what's
If you-
going on with
if-
butt plugs.
If you say it exactly like that on stage, people will laugh.
That's funny as fuck. I mean, like the premise. I don't even have a joke for it, but like, what do they do when you have to take a dump?
They probably wait till after. I'm not gonna lie, that shit kind of weird.
I mean-
look what I have written right here. Look at this one. This one right here. I have
I wanna
a,
hear it.
Oh, you want to hear the
Like,
story?
the person's name is Xnay the whole time.
Wait, huh?
You have to refer
I don't know
to
their
them.
actual name, but I'll refer to them. You remember that day? All right. There was a party at Andres, right? And we're all there. I think it was like, it might have been like a Halloween. I think people were dressed up, right?
Yeah.
I think it was a Halloween or something like that, or like the week after Halloween or before. There was a Halloween party at Andre's.
Oh, like this year.
It was like 2 years ago.
Okay, yeah. I was Neo.
I don't know. I remember I was whatever. Let me tell the story.
Yeah, naked.
So there's this guy. What'd you say I have to call him?
X-Nay.
X-Nay. There's this guy.
Wait, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and he's a gay guy, right? This
Okay.
X-Nay is a gay guy, and I remember like they were like making like some TikTok. Back in the day, there was like some TikTok trending where it'd be like, I think the drunkest today is gonna be blah blah blah,
yeah,
and then it'd be everyone saying it, blah, 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 right?
Yeah, okay.
So it was on his phone. So he was the one going into the bathroom with everyone, and like making these videos, right? He's very 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 flamboyant gay guy, very very fun. The type that would make me upset, Javi. The type that would grind my gears, you know what I mean?
The type that would turn you on. The
type
that would...
that's wrong with America.
Yeah, the type shit that's bad right now. He's cool as fuck, whatever. I love him. I want to. Where you at? X-Nay, where you at? I love it. So he comes up to me. He did it with everyone. He comes up to me. He's like, "Yo, do you want to be part of the video?" And I'm like, "Yeah, let's go." So we go to the bathroom. He sets it up, and he just stands off on the side. And I make the video. I'm like, "Blah blah blah is gonna be the drunkest." Blah 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 blah. Right? And then that's that. And then we hop out.
And that's that. Yeah.
No, and then literally we're wrapping up the video. Like he's like closing it, and there's a loud knock on the door.
Yeah.
And it was his boyfriend knocking on the door.
Yeah.
And so he opens the door and he's like, "What's going on in here?" And I was like, we're just making the video. And then he's like, baby, we're just making the video. Like, what are you talking about? I was making it with everybody.
You've been eye fucking him all night, huh?
I don't know. I might have been.
You know what I would have done right there? I would have just swung off on both of them. Like, like, get me out of this shit.
But literally, listen. Right after that, I walk out of the bathroom because I was like, I really don't.
I'm getting out of this.
No, not even. I don't give a fuck about this, and this is a game. I never wanted to be in there with him either way.
Yeah, you was in there in the bathroom with him. Yo, you weird, bro.
Listen,
Daniel's different.
I come back.
You come.
I come back, and I'm talking with Andre, Dion, and Jordan. I remember it perfectly. We're just talking and shit. Yeah. Well, Andre and Jordan at first.
Yeah.
And then we're just talking and shit. And then they finish their conversation. The guy comes back. He was behind the bar at Andre's house.
Yeah.
So he goes back to his spot. And then Dion, we're like by the couches. And Dion comes up after and he looks at me. He's like, "Hey, bro, like, I saw you going to the bathroom with the gay with the gay motherfucker."
Excellent.
And like making a joke at me. And I made a joke back. I was like, "Yeah, bro, I fucked the shit out of him, bro. Like, he was squealing. I said some crazy shit, bro. I said some wild ass shit."
Joke now.
But the motherfucker was right behind me, bro. Okay. Right behind me. Yeah. Like, his boyfriend was right behind me. And then we looked back. And they ended up like arguing outside or some shit. Like, I heard about it. It was just some crazy ass story where I was like,
then you're getting in between gay couples, bro.
Bro, how do you see what I'm talking about?
You're a home wrecker.
Yeah.
I'm a homo wrecker.
Yo.
A homo wrecker. That's hilarious.
That is really funny. If you told that on stage too, that'd be really funny. Alright, let me just hit you with this. This is like the only thing I feel like I've written in a while. Actually, no, I've written some other things, but it's the most recent thing I wrote. Because Mark has a baby now. Shout out Mark's baby, Luca.
Shout out Luca.
I was like, so I saw something where, like, when your baby's sleeping at an early age, you want to make a little bit of noise. You don't want to be too quiet because a baby will be hypersensitive to noise if you're quiet all the time and sleeping. Mm-hmm. So I said that to Mark. He's like, yeah. He's like, what should I do? I'm like, like maybe like vacuum or something while the baby's around. He's like, yeah. I'm like, or like when the baby's sleeping, just go in his face and just go like, ah! Scream in the baby's face. Like, and then maybe the baby would be cool when you're sleeping. So
that's fucked up, though.
That's the joke.
That's a good tip. I didn't even know that was a thing, but
it's funny because
you got bits written in your phone?
Who, me?
Yeah.
My second thing I wrote here.
You don't write down funny shit?
My second, like, 2 things up is also for Mark's baby. Like, when Mark was when his girlfriend was pregnant, I was like, I wrote it backwards. I was like, I think I was drunk, but I was like, whatever. What I'm really trying to say is, whatever you do when you're watching your wife give birth, don't jerk off.
What?
Because then you won't have enough oxygen to your brain. You're gonna pass out. Trust me.
I don't even get that.
I don't know. You're gonna see her vagina and shit. Maybe you get a little boner, little baby.
Maybe, but
Maybe the
I
girl's
feel like
got-
seeing the vagina.
Maybe the baby's a girl.
Seeing the vagina.
What if the baby's a girl?
Then you get double hard.
Yeah, it's like it's a boy.
Yeah.
Like X and A would do.
That's two pussies in one
Yeah.
one setting.
Y'all crazy as fuck.
You got anything else, Daniel?
I got hella more, but I actually been writing a lot.
I wrote this. This is funny. I just wrote. What?
Alright, why you ask me then?
I know, because you went 2, so then I went 2. Now it's my turn.
I got.
I'm gonna say. I said, what do you think is the most commonly said thing right before someone gets hit by a car? Do you think it's like, oh fuck, and they just die? Like, wouldn't that be the worst thing to say?
Yeah, I think
Or
it's
do
like,
you think
oh
it's
shit.
oh? You just think it's oh?
Nah, oh shit.
I wrote oh fuck, or oh. It's gotta be one of the 3.
Or maybe like, if they're like if they're like gay or something.
Like, imagine you're walking across the street.
If they were gay, they'd be like, God forgive me, I'm sorry, like type shit. You know,
No, that's-
that'd be their last
That's
words.
a funny punchline. See, I didn't have a punchline yet to it. That was funny.
All right, the gender pay gap. I think you should go around and throw dimes at bitches.